What did you think? That song was out of the ecosystem? Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show. We are live here on XM 103 Series 206. Call up now, 866-WOW1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show. You may not like it, but it is live. That's the slogan. Because every time we do this, I get, I guess, compliments from people on Twitter. So great to have live radio. It's never good radio. It's just live radio, which I guess that's where we'll start. But call up now, 866-WOW1-WOW, and get in while you can. I want to know if anybody has any guesses. You know, over the last couple of days, I was in Orlando yesterday. I'll talk about that in a second. But over the last couple of days, I've been saying that we're going to have a big guest on this show today. I tried to call in to the after show yesterday from Orlando, but I guess my phone was breaking up. I don't know. I'm on the other end of the phone. I can't control those things. But, and I'll get to, and then speaking of phones, I'll get to why I'm feeling happy today, hence the song Happy. But call up now if you have any guesses as to who this mystery guest could be on today's Sam Roberts Friday Show. Nicole is on her way. DJ Who Kid claims that there's cops on every corner and he's trying to get through. I think that may be a racial thing. I don't know for sure. I had no problem getting in. But when I drive around, the cops just kind of part ways. As long as I'm wearing a hat, as long as they don't see my hair, the cops just kind of part ways to let me in. But there's been a lot of speculation. We talked about it on the after show yesterday. People have been talking about it on Twitter. Who is this mystery man? And I'll give you that hint. I said man who's coming in to do the show today. Here's what I said. I said he's a filmmaker. I said he's a creator. I said he's legendary. I said he's never been on this channel before. And if you remember, Eastside Dave and myself used to do a show on Saturday nights called Special Delivery. To me, the most epic guest that we ever had was Billy Mitchell from King of Kong, the Donkey Kong champion of the world. A lot of people said it couldn't be done. We got it done. This beats that. This guest beats Billy Mitchell. If you can tell me who it is, I'll start taking calls at 866-WOW1-WOW. We'll start with Baker in Baton Rouge. Baker, welcome to the show.
Hey, Sam.
How you doing?
Hey, Sam. How you doing?
Good.
I know you guessed it.
What?
Yeah. I know you guessed it.
Who's the guest?
Anthony Cumia.
Okay, well, Baker, look, I would love to have Anthony Cumia on the show, but I said he's never been on this channel before, and he's a filmmaker. I don't know why those hints would lead you to believe that that would be... Travis, did it sound to you like I was talking about Anthony Cumia?
No, but, technically this is Sirius XM Talk.
Oh.
He's never been on this channel.
Oh, that's the loophole. No, he's never been on any show on this channel. I don't know that he's ever been on this platform before. Thank you, Baker.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's ever been in this building before. That's what a big deal this is. Let's go to Tyler in San Francisco. What's up, Tyler?
Well, that one just shot me down that he's never been in the building, because I was going to guess the legendary director was E-Rock.
E-Rock is a legendary director, and he came in today very upset because he told me that the internet said that he was fired. And apparently he called Opie because the internet said he was fired, and I don't know if he wanted to double check or what, but he's very gullible, but he won't be a guest on today's show, or at least he's not the guest that I'm referring to. Let's go to Ty. Ty, you're on Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith has been on the show many times. I would love to have Kevin Smith on, but it is not Kevin Smith. It's a lot more epic than any of that. Let's go to Jim in St. Paul. What's up, Jim?
How you doing, Sam?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited to hear your interview with Kevin Pollak. This is going to be awesome.
Jim, you know goddamn well that Kevin Pollak is not welcome on this show. I thought I'd made that abundantly clear.
This is going to be an epic interview. I love it.
That's not who it is. He's not. That guy is not coming on this show. Let's go to... I'm waiting. I just was about to go to somebody and hung up on him. The phones are ablaze. Let's go to Tom in Chicago. Tom.
Oh, hi, Sam. I didn't know it was you.
Next caller, Larry in Tennessee. What's up, Larry?
Well, I don't know what's up, but the self-deprecation to start the show, Sam Roberts, the great prime-time Hollywood semi-sweetheart, the Eppin Roberts, professional broadcaster, world-renowned professional wrestling expert, and originator of the blatantly stolen Lonely Virtual concept on Tumblr. The self-deprecation is always cute. But I've got to guess that it's M. Night Shyamalan.
It's a great guess. I don't think M. Night Shyamalan has been up here before. He is epic, but not to the extent that I'm talking. I mean, this one is going to shake the very foundations of all that is holy. Let's go to JP in Jersey. What's up, JP?
Yo, what's going on, Sammy?
How are you doing?
No, I'm good, man. Hey, I'd say it's going to be QT, Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino is a guest I would love to have on. I could talk to that guy for hours and hours. It is not. It is not. I repeat, is not.
Fuck.
Quentin Tarantino. Let's go to Grizz in Boston. What's up, Grizz?
Sam, I just want to be the first to congratulate you on getting such a big guest today.
Thank you.
Stanley Kubrick coming in today.
You know, I did try to pull that off. I went to some voodoo specialists in New Orleans. They could not. That's a booking I'm still working on.
Oh, damn. All right, well, maybe next time.
Grizz, I'm going to get him for you, though. I promise you that. And
All right,
you know,
I'm going to hold you to that.
You hold me, because here on Sam Roberts Friday Show, we do not break promises above all else. Let's go to Mike in Vermont. Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, Sam, love the show. You said filmmaker, which, you know, is there's not many filmmakers left out there.
And I don't just mean, by the way, I don't just mean a director. I mean a true filmmaker, an artistic
the only
visionary.
filmmaker I can think of is Marty Scorsese, who's a true filmmaker.
Oof, he is a true filmmaker. I mean, all of my favorite movies, I would say. I'd go so far as to say probably my top 5 favorite movies are all Martin Scorsese movies. I mean, he just does it every time. But the one thing he is not doing is coming on this show today. It's not.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Let's go to Kevin. And by the way, after we get this filmmaker in here, I think this may be Sam Roberts Friday Show may become a one-stop shop for filmmakers. Let's go to Kevin in Arizona. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, so yeah, I was going to guess Roman Polanski, but I figured he'd have a hard time getting there, so I'm going to go David Lynch.
Well, I'll tell you this. I did have something very tempting to offer Roman Polanski, but he turned me down. So, no, it's not Roman Polanski or David Lynch. It's not David Lynch. Let's go to Thad in Utah. What's up, Thad?
Nada, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good, buddy. I know who you got.
Who is it?
And I have a feeling he's going to be ugly, short, fat, kind of balding.
Eric's got a full head of hair.
Well, yeah, kind of, but when he wears a wig.
Who are you talking about?
Does he do porn? Ron Jeremy?
Are you talking about the hedgehog himself, Ron Jeremy? I would talk to Ron Jeremy. I would have a lot of questions for him about his penis. However, it's not Ron Jeremy. No, it is not. Let's go to Peter in Canada. Peter.
Hey, looking forward to your George Lucas interview.
I wouldn't even call George Lucas a filmmaker. He made Star Wars. He's a Star Wars maker, and that's pretty much it. He's done nothing but upset the fans of his own movie. I would have him on, but it's not George Lucas. Andy in D.C., welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, I'm guessing Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's a great guess. I do absolutely love everything that Paul Thomas Anderson has done. I mean, you talk about a filmmaker, you talk about an artist, you talk about a visionary. That is P.T. Anderson. However, he and Martin Scorsese, I guess, are hanging out together somewhere because neither one of them are going to be on this show today. Let's go to David in Washington. What's up, David?
Sam, are you going to ask Woody Allen if he really fucked his daughter?
I would, and that's why I can't have him booked. I did reach out to his publicist, and his publicist said, Sam, are you going to ask him about fucking his daughter? And I said, that would be yes, question number 1. And I was not able to get Woody Allen. Andrew in Virginia. Andrew.
What up?
How you doing?
Hey, congratulations on getting Rob Zombie on the show.
Rob Zombie fits the mold. You know I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I would talk to him in a heartbeat. However, he has been on this channel before. I've talked to him before here. It's not Rob Zombie this time. John?
Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
I'm going to give a stab in the dark here based on the box office right now with Tim Burton.
Oof. That's a good guess. I mean, movie after movie, you talk about visionaries, you're talking about Tim Burton. It is not, unfortunately, Tim Burton. I try to get him to bring that wife of his in here, too, but nope, no luck. Tim in Indiana. What's up, Tim?
I think it's Ken. Is it Wes Anderson?
It is not Wes Anderson. Sal is no longer a part of this channel, so the hipster element has been removed. Unfortunately, not Wes Anderson. We go to Chris in L.A. I don't know if it's Louisiana or Los Angeles, but Chris.
Los Angeles.
That's what I'm talking about.
guessing-
Somebody. All right, good. This is going to be good then. You're from Los Angeles, La La Land, where they make the movies. Chris, who's coming in today?
I'm saying Ben Affleck.
I mean, that's a great guess. People wouldn't think Ben Affleck because they think actor. They don't think about all his great accomplishments as a filmmaker. Personally, I think he's a much better filmmaker than he is an actor. However, I'm not going to be able to talk to him about that because he's not coming in today. Let's go to Elizabeth in D.C. What's up, Elizabeth?
Hello. How are you, Sam?
Great.
My guess is David Fincher, Gone Girl's coming out.
Oh, David Fincher would be great. A lot under his belt to celebrate. However, he's going to have to celebrate on his own because he's not going to be in this studio today.
Not so much.
Not so much. Let's go to Jim. Jim in Jersey.
Hey, today's Sam Roberts show is a Spike Lee joint.
Oh, I would love to turn this show. I would love to turn this show into a Spike Lee joint so much that I would install treadmills throughout the studio and steady cams on everyone. So every time anybody walked around, you just had that POV shot that Spike Lee does for every single movie he ever does. However, we don't have the technology to do that, and therefore, Spike Lee will not be in today. I'm sorry to say. Let's go to Bill in Boston. Bill, welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Sam, let's share this moment together for a second. Am I right?
You might be.
Is it Mr. Tommy Wiseau?
Let's give Bill a round of applause. Yes. I shake the ground today, as in minutes. Tommy Wiseau will be making his very first appearance on Sam Roberts Friday Show. There are two reactions out there right now in Radio Land. Either cheering, like Bill in Boston is doing right now, shouting at the top of his lungs, I can't wait for this, or utter confusion and furiousness that all these great filmmakers were just named, and after all this build-up, it's some guy you've never heard of. Tommy Wiseau is maybe the most eccentric filmmaker of all time. He's only made one film, and it's called The Room. He's the director, the writer, and the star of a film that is universally by some critics called the worst movie ever committed to celluloid. I'm going to be talking to him about this and a whole lot more. He's got a new sitcom coming out. Yes, Tommy Wiseau. I mean, if you haven't seen The Room, if you remember, we had Greg Sestero, who was one of the stars, the co-star of The Room. He did Opie's show. He was on my podcast a few months back. But Tommy Wiseau is the brains behind The Room. The Room, known as the worst movie of all time. This has become Rocky Horror Picture Show level legendary. People go to this movie. They know all the lines. It's a movie that either you can't understand how it was ever produced, or it completely encompasses your life. And I know for me and a lot of the guys who work around here, it has completely encompassed our lives. Anytime any of us utter even sort of a line from that movie, big laughs all around, big laughs from everybody. It's guaranteed. And Tommy Wiseau steps foot into this studio later on this afternoon. Minutes within this hour, Tommy Wiseau will be here. Nicole and Who Kid are also going to be joining me. I don't know. I gave Nicole a copy of The Room on Blu-ray. I don't know if she watched it. I kind of think she didn't, because I didn't get an outraged text from her saying, why would you make me watch this? I don't know if she did or not. I know Who Kid hasn't seen it, but I'm anxious to interact with Tommy myself. I'm anxious to have Who Kid and Nicole interacting with him, and I'm anxious to have all of you at home getting to call in and talk to Mr. Tommy Wiseau, as he will be in live in a little while. Let's go to Zach in New York. Zach, welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Oh, hi, Zach.
Yeah, I was going to guess Wiseau. I'm going to the screening of The Room tomorrow, along with the world premiere of his new series, Neighbors.
And am I right when I say that this is one of those movies that just encompasses your life?
It's not just a movie. It's an experience.
It really
it's
is
a life-changing event.
I mean, it becomes a lifestyle. Like, I judge people. I was sitting around yesterday, and one of the reasons, thank you, Zach, one of the reasons why I played Happy this morning, is because, or this afternoon, is because I'm in a very happy mood. I don't know if you guys were following me on Twitter and Instagram and various social media spots yesterday, but yesterday I got to be around what I love, which is pro wrestling. WWE has opened up what they call a performance center. And it's basically a doctorate school for wrestlers. They got a warehouse, right? And they cleaned it up. It looks beautiful. They filled it up with 7 rings, 7 wrestling rings. They got a gym. They have a doctor's office. They have a rehab facility. They have doctors on staff. They have trainers every day. They have a commentary room. They have a green screen room so people can cut their ridiculous interviews. It's every element. Everything you need to know. Like, when you watch pro wrestling and you go, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Where does a person even learn to do that? Every element is done in this performance center that WWE has. And it's an amazing thing to see, because you also don't realize that, like, when a wrestler gets signed to a contract with WWE, he's in this performance center for months, if not years, going every day as if it was his job. Like, as if it was an NFL combine or whatever. Like, it's the practice facility for pro wrestlers, and they actually learn. You can take somebody that's never watched a day of wrestling, or you can take somebody that's been wrestling for 10 years, put them through this thing, and watch as they blossom into pro wrestlers. But 2K Games sent me out there, because 2K Games is putting out this WWE video game at the end of the month, where this performance center is going to be a part of it. But the reason why I get into that, and that made me happy. I was hanging out with a bunch of the guys after we went to the performance center. We went to a wrestling show, and then a couple of us hung out with a bunch of the guys. We got some food afterwards, and I'm talking to these wrestlers, and I love wrestling. But, you know, we're talking about what we have going on. And I was talking about what I have going on today, why I had to get on a 6 a.m. flight this morning out of Orlando to make sure I was back in New York in time for this show. And the reason was because Tommy Wiseau from The Room is coming in here. And why I say it's a whole lifestyle, this movie, is because there were people who I admire everything else they do, that were looking at me. I go, have you ever seen this movie, The Room? And they go, oh, I guess I've kind of heard of it. Is that the one where they throw spoons at the screen? And I go, yeah, that would be the one. But the people who looked at me, that I could take, because it's like, okay, at least you're kind of aware of the culture that this movie has spawned. But the people who work in the wrestling business, that were sitting there going, no, I've never heard of this Room movie, I was looking at them like, you uncultured swine. What do you do with your life that you've never seen this movie? I judge people who have not seen it, especially if they're not interested in seeing it. So it's that whole thing, the whole philosophy behind not knowing or seeing it, or even being aware of the movie and not making time to be like, you know what, let me introduce this into my life. I don't understand it, and I feel like people who do live that way, there will always be a rift in between me and them. That's one of those connections. When I saw this movie, I had to show it to my wife, because I said, we can't go on. If I can't come in, if Jess, my wife, can't pick me up from somewhere, and I can't say, oh, hi, Jess, and she can't look back at me and go, oh, hi, doggy, then I don't want to be married to this woman anymore. You know, I don't want any part of that. Now, if you don't know anything I'm talking about right now, don't worry. Don't feel like it's too inside for you. I'm going to bring Tommy Wiseau in here, and we're going to make a fan out of you regardless. Let's go to Rocco. Rocco in Jersey. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? Have you ever heard of the guy called the Nostalgia Critic?
I have not.
He reviews all old shitty movies, and he basically reviewed The Room, and he ripped it apart. It's one of the funniest things I ever seen. And just because of him, I want to see this movie.
Well, wait until you meet the guy who created it. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I don't like people who take it apart. I don't think there's any reason to take apart the room. I think it should be celebrated for everything it is. But I'm telling you, Rocco, wait. Go ahead.
All I know is that they play a lot of football in that movie.
Oh, they love playing catch. Guys love playing catch. In this movie,
especially in their tuxedos.
Yeah, every scene that is male dialogue, like a bunch of guys standing around talking, they got to throw the football around. DJ Who Kid just walked in. Who Kid, I can't wait until you meet the guy that we have coming in studio today.
Was Brokeback Mountain 3D?
No, it's not Brokeback Mountain 3D. It's the guy who created the film The Room, Tommy Wiseau.
Oh, he's coming through?
Yeah, have you ever heard of this movie before?
I've heard of it, yeah.
You've heard of it, but you don't know it.
Oh, no. I heard. So I know.
Some people say it's the worst movie of all time.
And you have him coming through to make fun of him?
I'm not going to make fun of him, Who Kid. I'm going to celebrate him. I'm going to celebrate him for everything he's done, and he should be celebrated. Let's go to Mike, and this is what I'm telling everybody, Who Kid, that people don't realize the life-changing effect that this movie has on them. Like, it's that level of like, what the fuck am I watching right now?
You were talking about two guys playing catch? Like,
yeah.
What's that about?
It's, you know how sometimes in movie scenes guys talk? Mm-hmm. It doesn't happen in this movie unless they're throwing a football around.
That's the only way they're talking?
Sometimes they're in tuxedos throwing a football around. It's the craziest thing you ever seen in your life. Let's go to Mike in Maryland.
Sam, hey.
What's up, buddy?
Called you guys a couple weeks back. I was ecstasy Ghostbusters guy at the compound.
Excellent.
Anywho, Who Kid, what up?
What up, son?
I just wanted to say that I just started dating this girl, and I actually brought up The Room like a couple nights ago, and she told me she didn't see it, so I haven't spoken to her since. I just sent her one text message saying, until you see The Room, don't talk to me.
Yeah, that's the end of it. Because you can't be in that relationship.
We said, I love you to each other, and I was like, listen,
like,
it's gotten kind of serious, but
what's her name?
Gotta get out in this room.
What's her name?
Her name is Brianna.
You have to be able, next time Brianna wears a pair of sunglasses, you have to be able to say, oh, Brianna, I didn't recognize you. And she has to understand.
Prime time.
Exactly. Thank you, Mike. I'm telling you, Who Kid, this is like a legendary movie.
This is weird.
It's legendary. Yeah? It's Rocky Horror Picture Show level. Like, people know every line. They go to the movie, they yell along with the screen, they there's like photos in the movie. There's photos of plastic spoons in the apartment that the guy lives in. Never explained why he's got a photo of a plastic spoon in the apartment.
So it's so stupid that it's like mind-boggling at the same time.
It's mind-boggling,
like, curious. Is the word. It's like, it's like watching ignorance.
I don't know.
It's like World Star. Like, it's
a little bit
stupid nonsense, but people still go there.
But it's amazing. And you know what people do? They throw plastic spoons at the screen.
No, they don't.
When they see a spoon in the frame, when they see a photo of a spoon, they chuck spoons at the screen.
Who the fuck is this guy? I want to meet this guy.
Yeah, I can't wait till he comes in. He's going to be in a few minutes. I also wanted to say, because I was talking about, I was in Orlando for a WWE and 2K Games event.
But of course.
Of course. I got to see the school where all the wrestlers go to, Who Kid. It was incredible.
Get the fuck out of here.
That's right. There's a school for them.
They're actually like brawling and like going in on each other. Like,
well, I mean, it's not real combat.
It's not real?
No, I'm sorry, Who Kid. I didn't mean to.
Yo, all this time I thought that shit was real.
It's not like I mean, it's physical. It's activity, but it's it's predetermined.
But I used to see blood back in the 70s.
Well, there is blood.
In the 80s, there was blood.
There is, but it's predetermined blood.
I didn't know why there was a Gillette in his mouth, but
yeah, a little razor blade. Let's go to Jay. Jay in Texas.
Hey, it's Terry from Texas. I talked to you about comedy clubs at one time.
What's up, buddy?
I was going to ask, where can I find this movie at?
Well,
I want to watch it.
It's on, first of all, that's the other great thing about it. You can't get it anywhere like digitally. It's not on iTunes.
It's not on Netflix?
It's not on Netflix. It's not on any of these things. Amazon has the DVD and the Blu-ray, or I think there's usually a full copy of it for free on YouTube somewhere.
Really? Okay, cool.
But stick around for the show and then watch the movie maybe after today's show, after you hear from Tommy Wiseau.
I love the show, Sam. It's
thanks,
awesome.
Jay. Appreciate it.
You're doing good. I've been listening to you for 7 years, so I've watched you grow up. It's awesome.
Thanks, man. Isn't that sweet?
That's crazy.
Did that make your nipples percolate a little bit?
He was like your babysitter.
Exactly. My pornographic babysitter.
Feeding you that milk.
Yeah, that's what I need. Who Kid? I need more of that from you.
Okay.
But the reason that was also because I started the show with Happy, the Pharrell song.
Oh, God.
Part of that was because I had just come back from this wrestling day and I was happy. But the other part was, You heard my outrage with the iPhone pre-order 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, of course.
You weren't here last week, so you didn't hear my saga, which you should. I put it up on YouTube on the Not Sam channel.
iPhone? You got the big one?
Hang on. Last week I came in here and I said, fuck it, because you remember I woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning and still had a pre-order date of like November.
Yeah, it's ridiculous out
Ridiculous.
there.
I went on the iPhone line when they came out. I talked about this last week. It was full of the Chinese mafia.
No.
They took over the line, and then I started talking to the callers. We started investigating. We found out that this is happening everywhere.
They took over.
Took over. Like, Stumpbrain called up, and he said it was happening in Delaware.
What?
So I couldn't get my iPhone. But
the Chinese mafia.
The Chinese mafia took it, and I was outraged. You should have heard me talking about how all these people, the phone should go to people who are going to use them, not people who are going to resell them. This and like I was on my soapbox, kid. I was on my pedestal, making sure everybody knew that I was outraged by what was going on. However, as far as I'm concerned, Chinese mafia can have every iPhone they want now because
what happened?
I got off the phone. I got off, not the phone, the plane to Orlando on Wednesday night. I'm already excited because there's wrestling tomorrow. And I get a text while I was in the air. You know, it updates the texts. And it says, AT&T, your order has shipped.
Oh.
And I said, yes! Look at this, kid. This is not a television set. This is the big iPhone.
It looks like a VCR.
Yeah, it's giant. It's way too big.
Let me see it.
It's way too big. But I have it now. I can't put it in my pocket.
Oh my God, it's fucking huge.
It fits in your pocket, kid. That's not the worry.
It's like my cock.
The problem is that your cock that big?
Hell yeah.
I actually bought the phone. People were like, why are you getting the big one? It's way too big.
It is huge.
Well, you know what the thing? I figured that if I got the big one, women would think I had a big penis.
I know.
And so that way, you know, and I think so far it's going pretty well. I think the girls around here have been like, oh, Sam must have
Sam got a big dick.
A big dick. Look how big his phone is. That's how it works generally, right?
It looks crazy, though.
Yeah.
I don't know how porn looks like on this.
Well, I don't, I mean, I haven't gotten the opportunity to use it for
You didn't go online and check out the porn sites on it?
No, I mean, I just got it this morning when I got back from Orlando.
Could we go on the porn sites?
No, I'm not.
Can I be historically the first one to look at porn?
Do you think it hasn't been done yet on the iPhone 6 Plus? Like, this is a technological breakthrough. Yeah, my phone. The first porn video.
I like the gay blue cover, though.
Well, I got the blue. I mean, what was it going to get? Lime green?
It's even more gay.
Exactly.
But this is less gay.
But I figured, there it is.
Mm-hmm.
I have it. I'm happy.
It's hot, though. I like it.
Nicole is here. You look like you're disheveled.
This baby shit is for the birds.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You see my new phone?
Ah, it's here!
See? I was just saying.
OMG.
Right.
It's big.
And did you see what Nicole's face looked like when she walked in? I said, did you see my new phone?
And it lit up.
It works.
She looked at that phone, and what did she think, kid? Sam must have
a big dick.
Exactly.
I mean, it's got to be massive.
Because how big the phone is.
It's almost too big.
The dick or the phone?
I mean, who knows?
Who knows, right?
I mean,
even 10% of that big is big.
Right.
Look how much bigger it is than my Samsung.
Right. You're talking about...
Yeah, the phone. The phone. No, not your deck. Not your deck.
It's gargantuan.
That shit's amazing.
Yeah.
It's huge.
Wow, when did it come?
Well, it came...
Literally.
Well, are you talking about the phone? Or
the phone.
I just was able to get... I was back from Orlando this morning, so I was able to get it. You know what the weird thing about Orlando was? You know how, like, in New York and Chicago, every building has, like, Trump in big letters on it? Travis, I don't know if you know this, but when you go to Orlando, it's like that, but every building has Nagel in big letters on it, like big gold. It says Nagel.
I know why that is.
Why is that?
That's because that's where Eric Nagel's from.
That's right.
Oh,
it's his family.
Super popular in Florida,
It's his
apparently.
family. Well, listen, Nicole.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to watch that movie I gave you?
I have to tell you something. No, I watched a little bit of it, and then Matt said, if you don't get this off my fucking TV screen, I'm going to stick a fork in your eyeball.
Why would you say that?
Because I've never in my life, and I have no words, to be completely honest. I can't even tell
You're
you.
speechless.
I'm speechless.
Well, I'm
so afraid to talk to this guy. Are we really going to talk to him?
The star, the director, the writer, the creator of The Room, Mr. Tommy Wiseau.
Is he going to be offended that I just said that?
I think he doesn't. I don't think.
Honestly, he should be, because I don't think he's heard that before.
Okay.
I think he's only been met with with praise generally.
Amazing reviews.
Maybe it's just not on your level, Nicole.
Oh, okay. You did tell me the last text I got from you was, can't wait for you to watch it. It's going to change your life.
Yeah, it's a life changer. That's what I was telling Who Kid.
I'm so mad I didn't see it.
You didn't see it?
Did you see the plastic fork scene?
Spoon.
No, I
saw a plastic spoon. Yeah.
was unable to get through the whole thing.
Did you watch the sex scene? Did you watch?
Yeah, I mean, what's with the roses? Who?
Did you notice that? Did you watch the second sex scene?
Yes.
Did you
with
notice
the other guy?
But no. Did you notice that the second sex scene was also the first sex scene?
Yes.
It was the same scene twice.
First of all, who has sex like that? Who makes, except for on Skinamax?
Well, close-ups of his butt. He puts the same scene in twice in the movie.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
But not like, hey, let me just recap what happened before. Like, hey, this is happening twice, but I'm not going to shoot it again.
His body's also a little weird.
It's very muscular.
I don't know if I call that muscular. A little dimply.
Maybe dimply. Well, listen.
Yeah.
I'm being informed that he's on his way up.
Okay.
I want to take
Roland
a break.
had to go get him.
Roland's going to get. Does he not have ID?
He wouldn't come up without someone escorting him up.
Oh, he's a regular Scorsese, so you have to.
I love Tommy Wiseau. All right, we got to clear the plate.
Okay.
I'm going to get this place set up. I got to get some video cameras running in here.
Yeah.
I'm a little nervous.
This is going to be great. Everybody, stay tuned. When Sam Roberts show continues, Nicole's here, Who Kid's here.
I'm scared today. I don't know
Me
why.
too, dude.
And Tommy Wiseau will be in studio.
Oh no!
After this. Welcome back to Sam Roberts Friday Show, an epic Friday show. I mean, there's never been anything like this. And I could have played Tommy, but no, I played Pinball Wizard because that's my favorite song off Tommy.
Okay.
I heard ISIS got him locked down downstairs.
Well, yeah, there's something going on downstairs. E-Rock, I kind of had the big tease at the end of the last break that said Tommy Wiseau is on his way up. Tommy Wiseau is in the building.
Yeah. Keep teasing.
But first, I heard that he's the guy, obviously, who wrote, directed, and starred in The Room, one of the greatest American cinematic masterpieces of our time.
God, don't say that.
He at first said he wouldn't come up without being escorted.
Apparently.
And so Roland had to go downstairs, and then Roland called E-Rock and said, we need security down here to bring him up.
Now they send people from Sirius XM down, not just Roland.
Right. Like, this is like Lady Gaga level clearance.
So maybe he wants freight elevator treatment.
Maybe. I mean, Roland gets high praise for this booking. Roland had to book a car service for him to come here.
Damn.
Of course, he deserves it.
Yeah.
It's Tommy
No,
Wiseau.
guests that come in here don't get car services. But Tommy Wiseau did. I just...
E-Rock looks super stressed. E-Rock looks like he wants to cry. No?
Nicole was saying you look super stressed over the...
Is Tommy Wiseau doing it to you?
No, I'm laughing at this whole thing.
Oh, okay.
Where is he?
Roland went down to get him, and I haven't heard from Roland since.
I keep
writing him, and Roland won't respond.
I keep seeing people with jet black hair and getting excited, but they're just the Spanish girls who work here.
Yeah,
it's not
he does have
man.
luxurious locks.
That ISIS shit is real out here, man. It's like police in every corner. It took me why do you think I came late? Like 20 minutes to get in here.
Half hour late.
I had to go all the way to 53rd to come around.
Will you hit record on that?
He's here.
Camera? Here he is, yes.
Oh, shit, I'm scared.
Yes.
Stop it.
Yes, and make sure that's pointed at him, Eric.
I'm so scared.
When he comes in.
He looks like a rapist.
Yeah, Tommy can come in.
He looks like he's going to kill us.
He's not.
Okay, promise?
Yeah.
You'll protect me?
I got you.
Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Hi, I'm Nicole.
To Sam Roberts Friday Show, the legendary, somebody who's changed my life, certainly.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau.
Amazing.
Tommy Wiseau is here.
Hi.
This is Nicole.
What up,
everyone?
This is DJ Who Kid.
Yes, you do.
Sit down.
You guys have a little paper here.
Yeah.
Sorry. You want some? Some
You want
trail
some
mix?
nuts?
No, thank you.
Who Kid's brought some trail mix. Tommy, we are live.
We were tossing salads earlier.
Okay. We're ready.
Yes. Welcome. You brought your football.
Oh, thank you very much. Yes, I did.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
We're tossing the ball around.
You know, Sam's not exactly the athletic type,
We're
but that's
guys.
cool.
We toss the ball around. That's what we do.
That's it.
This is very odd.
That's how
Hello, everyone.
guys chat.
Oh, it's your show. I'm
no,
sorry.
Tommy, today it's your show. It's the Tommy Wiseau show as far as I'm concerned. Welcome. What brings you to New York?
Yeah, we have a special screening in Sunshine. We'll be premiering The Neighbors. That's a new sitcom with it's double feature with The Room. So I'm glad to be here. First of all, I'd like to say thank you all the fans and New York people. As you know, we have big fans here.
Yeah.
And I'm coming here once a year. So
you got to be here. And is New York one of the bigger spots for Room fans?
No, actually, you know what? Equally, I don't discriminate based on the location. So we like a small town, Indiana, for example, or Canada.
Really?
Yeah, we're all over the world, my friend.
Wow.
So, it's your show. Next question.
Yes, indeed. Well, it's also, I mean, and Hookit and Nicole, feel free to
jump in
whenever you guys want. But
we can't talk unless he throw the ball.
We don't want to damage anything.
No, we don't want.
We're just having some fun.
I'm just making sure because you got to throw the ball back and forth to keep talking.
Well, you have a Blu-ray. That's good.
Of course, I have the Blu-ray.
CL combo languages. So
what's combo languages?
So this is the deal. What a lot of people don't know. Do you want to hear about it? Sure.
Yes, I do very much.
CL combo language. What this mean? If you study, let's say French, and you want to know about English, on the same line you have two languages, English and French.
Really?
But let me stress this.
So you mean the subtitles are done in two different languages?
Correct.
Wow.
But let me stress.
Isn't that already in English?
Well, let me stress that because you jump into like a little conclusion.
Right.
So this is your option. So if you want to have subtitle only in English, you can have it. But you can have an option with two languages. So you have English and French.
Right.
Let me stress something here.
Please do.
I want to stress that this is the only Blu-ray in the entire world have this kind of stuff.
Wow.
That's all I can say. Move on, next question.
Fancy.
I mean, that's very impressive.
That's
Thank you.
But there's been a lot about the room
Yes,
that
sir.
is a first. Like, I don't know if Nicole and Who Kid know this, but I've done a lot of studying as far as the room goes.
Sure.
And I know that the room, number one, was funded entirely by you.
Well, yes and no. So
I mean, I love the do-it-yourself nature of it. I'm a DIY type of person,
Sure.
do-it-yourself. So when what you want
Right.
isn't being given to you, you go out there and take it. And I think that's the spirit of the room. However, the room is also, if I'm not mistaken, the first movie to be shot both on 16 millimeter film and HD video at the exact same time. Is that true?
So let me correct you one thing.
Wow. Please
It's
do.
35. Actually.
35 millimeter.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you decided to do this movie 35 millimeter and HD, two separate cameras running at the exact same time.
Correct.
Why?
On the same plate.
Yeah, why?
So the idea was behind it. I don't know if you guys know the history about HD in the past. I would say actually 11 years, 12 years.
Yeah.
The Hollywood was not keen to actually embrace the HD format. Everything was 35. As you know, today is the opposite. So I was very excited to work on project, and I was confused myself. I'm not saying what it is, So what we did, we put team together to shot the room only on the same plate, the same time with two formats.
Was it a just in case type of thing?
No.
That's weird.
Because I want to write a book about it and then show the people. Even today, if you go to Amazon.com, whatever, you try to find it. What is the difference between 35? You will know about what's the difference, right? It was a film, HD, but you will not have specific things.
Right.
So this was very excited to do that. I have a lot of questions, like people ask me like Q&A, etc. So move on, next question.
What did you? Yes, sir.
You heard the man.
Yeah.
Move on.
So what's the version of the film that we have seen?
35.
So what happened to the HD?
Let me stress this again.
Stress it.
He's really into it.
Yeah, he
All right.
is.
Well, I'm excited,
So
Tommy.
Blu-ray,
Yes.
it was done through 35. So we scan 35. What you see is better than DVD. So we always go from 35 because that's the best format.
Right.
You see?
But I don't understand. If you shot it in HD,
Yeah.
why would you take the 35 millimeter film and then
Because-
make that HD if you already had the HD that you shot?
Well, let me respond to this.
Yes.
He's good.
Nigga.
Because you have a
thank you.
720p instead of 1080p. So the resolution you have better. Now, you may do it from 720 to 1080. You can do it. But why even do it when you have 35? The 35 is better than 720 or 1080.
So the stuff that you shot in HD video is just kind of going by the wayside because you figured out better
actually,
methods.
No, because again, it's related to the book, and I'm very happy because you see, now this is a really tricky thing, but I did some testing related to 3D. So my idea is to actually do the room in 3D.
Oh my God! Could you imagine?
Be great.
Yes. So Juliet will be very close to your face. What about that?
I love it. In that red dress.
Yes, in the red dress.
Yeah.
And you'll be excited about it.
Very excited. I will be in 3D if you catch my drift there.
Were the sex scenes shot both in 35 and in HD?
Yes.
The whole thing.
Wow.
At the same time.
Now let me ask you about the sex scenes, and this is something that I'm sure has come up to you multiple times, but it's
I'm
obvious.
sorry, Mr. A good guy. Can I correct you a little bit?
Yes.
Yeah, please do.
Okay,
I'm
thank
loving
you.
this right now.
We don't call sex scene. We call love scene.
Yeah, respect. There's a lady in the room. Can you show me some respect?
I'm sorry about that, Nicole.
Thank you.
I'm sorry.
It's like saying fuck scene. Come on.
Right. I wouldn't say fuck scene.
No, they were making love.
Right.
You can say F scene.
F scene. Right.
That's the nice way.
Now, anybody who's watching the movie, I think, and it's become kind of a bit of folklore, has noticed that the first sex scene in the movie is literally identical to the second sex scene in the movie, meaning that the scene is the same scene again. Not as like I don't think it's meant as a recap. It's just literally the same scene twice.
Okay. So
why was that choice
What
made?
is your question?
Why was that choice made?
Okay, let me correct you again because I like to correct people.
Yeah, Tommy, it's all you.
Sorry about that. First of all, it's not the same take, thank you. The same scene. That's number one. Our ratio was 1 to 4. So each scene we shot 4 times. So it looks the same, but it's not the same. If you look at it very closely, I encourage people actually, we have like 2 monitors and see it. And you will see the difference.
Side by side.
Yeah, right.
Maybe he just had a routine, He's got something that works when he gets in the bed.
Right.
And he just went with it. It's similar.
Why not shoot something totally different?
Well, the reason I choose this because I think it was interesting. And again, the room is different cookie cutter from Hollywood.
Right.
If we do the same standard thing, for example, The Neighbors, if you look at The Neighbors, by the way, you guys invited for the screening of The Room as well, The Neighbors.
And by the way, where can people see that? You should plug
at
it.
Sunshine Landmark at Sunshine, New York, and we screening today, tomorrow, as well as Sunday. And today is sold out, and tomorrow almost sold out. But you guys buy Sunday.
Great.
So you don't have to pay for ticket. What about that?
Wow.
Oh my God, I said too much.
We're so VIP.
Move on, next question. Yes, you are VIP.
Yes.
Next question.
Next question. But no, I was asking why not. I was asking why not do just a completely other scene as
that
opposed
was
to
my
using an
choice
outtake.
because I think it was very interesting. And also the connection between Lisa and Johnny and something different. So which scene are you referring to, if you remember?
Well, I think it was the one right after she tried on the dress. You got her the red dress. He came home from work.
Yeah.
And then you go upstairs and
have fun.
Then you have fun.
Yes.
But then you have fun again, and it appears to be the same. That's all.
Yeah,
I just asked why
it's not the same.
But it's not the same.
Yeah. Yeah. Move on. Next question.
That's why we have you in here.
Sure.
Because we got to know the answers.
Maybe it's just the visual concept of love. He just wants to show that this is a love scene.
Yeah.
So
my God,
we're gonna have a love scene. It's love.
You were asking about the poetry of the movie earlier.
Yeah.
What were you?
It's poetic.
Yeah, it's like a lot of conceptual quotes on there that kind of made sense, right?
Yeah.
2 is better than 3 is crowd.
Yes.
True.
That was
Love is blind.
True. What's your favorite piece of dialogue from that movie? There's so many pieces of dialogue.
Are you talking to me?
I'm talking to you.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I want the audience to have fun, so hopefully, whatever person listen, you get a better rating.
I like
that. I appreciate that. It's about time somebody had some fun on this show, because before you got here, it was dead.
Well, no, it's not.
I want him to hit. Can you hit him in the head with that ball?
Why did you say that, Uke? We're having a good time together.
So
your favorite piece of dialogue from the film
let
The
me
Room.
respond to your question. You are tearing me apart, Lisa, like that?
What about the doggy scene? Hello, doggy.
That's pretty good too.
Yeah.
And this is again some of you guys reading Greg Sestero book, whatever, or you hear about website, etc., or all this gossiping is incorrect statement.
It is,
because first of all, the scene with doggy, for example, I don't know if you have time to talk about.
You got all the time you need.
I don't know.
This is your house now.
Okay.
Your shit, right?
So doggy scene.
Right.
So we actually planning everything. You see, like with Doggy, like I say, hi Doggy, how you doing?
Yeah.
Doggy, etc. So some of the statement when people say that it was just by accident, nothing happened in accident.
Right.
If you use a 2 format cameras, you have to prepare, etc. It's the same with you guys preparing here in the studio.
Right.
It's the same thing.
It's all carefully scripted and saying we have a certain amount of time. Everything
Exactly.
costs money.
Yeah.
We need to be aware of what
And
we're
then
doing.
Doggy was paid, actually. We paid Doggy $100.
You paid the dog?
Yes.
I mean, that's a waste of money.
Yeah. Well, no, because that was not my dog.
He needs love too. Maybe he wants to find some bones, some treats.
I don't think dogs. I don't think dogs can do that.
How do you teach people with non-creative minds to understand your movie? Because you have to be like a certain individual to understand your movie.
I understand, but you see, thank you for asking those. In past 2 years, I noticed that a lot of people we have great support from everybody.
Yeah.
And I don't care who you are. You can be big media, small media, whatever. So I think people now actually understand what's the scene. For example, Dougie's scene or Danny's scene. So people actually ask questions. That's what I like.
Right, that people are analyzing the movie.
Exactly. It's funny because 11 years ago did not happen that way. Everybody said, oh, it's a bad movie, this and that. And again, you can say it's bad. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying?
I remember when Pulp Fiction came out, I didn't understand until I had to watch it a couple of times and try to figure it out. So I guess.
Same thing with The Room.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to. And also the movie, The Room, is, I always say, you just enjoy yourself, just think about something else.
I was definitely inspired by the fact that, foreplay was in the form of pillow fights. That's something that I'd like to bring into the bedroom. Seriously.
Well, it's fun.
I have a surprise for you. In Denmark, for example, we actually have some of the screening. They sent me some pictures. And they actually they did have a pillow fight based on The Room.
Yeah.
So that was pretty cool.
Wow, that is a surprise.
Are they naked when they're doing it? Or is it?
Not yet.
You can.
Oh, it's foreplay.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, it's foreplay.
Getting in the mood.
It's kind of crazy when you have a pillow fight and your dick is out. It's so
Is
weird.
it? Yeah. I don't know.
You never have a pillow fight?
No, my dick out though.
Not with your dick out. No.
Yeah.
I understand. Why, Tommy? Well, first of all, you were talking about the rumors, talking about the website, you were talking about Greg Sestero's book.
I just mentioned because somebody mentioned me, asked a question
about the doggy
2 days ago about doggy. It's completely nonsense.
What did you think? Greg Sestero is, of course, he was your co-star in the film.
Yeah, sure.
He wrote a book about it.
Yeah.
He did an audio book where he did an impression of you the entire time.
Yeah.
What did you think of Greg Sestero's book?
I support, your question probably is how much I support his book.
Sure.
50%.
50%?
Yes.
Not all the way, not even close.
No.
So you say it's about 50% true?
Yes.
What are some of the lies in that book?
Well, I already give you an example. For example, production of doggy scene is completely nonsense.
He made it up.
Well, I didn't say that. You may ask him, but it's an incorrect statement. And you have all this stuff, which is completely, I'm American. I'm proud here to live here. My uncle Stanley from New Orleans, he fight for this country where we have freedom here. What he put in the book is completely nonsense.
Right.
So I'm just telling you, it's just, what else to say,
Yeah.
What do you think about the details of your personal relationship with Greg that he put in the book?
It was an incorrect statement.
It was.
Yeah, because you see, move on, next question.
Just incorrect.
What's a specific question you have?
There was a specific question. I want to know if this is a true story. Because I read it in the book.
Which part?
Here's the story.
Yes.
He said that Greg Sestero moves out to L.A. with Tommy.
Yes.
Tommy's got a place.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lets Greg stay in his apartment.
Yes.
But Greg said that his first night in Tommy's apartment, Greg slept on the floor while Tommy was in the shower singing the song A Whole New World from Aladdin.
It's a great song.
Is that a true story?
Well,
Tommy
let me say it this way. First of all, we have only, at the time when he moved in, was only one bed.
Right.
So he moved to second bed, right? To the place, number two or three, whatever. And the third, I have to sing. I like to sing.
Yeah.
I like to enjoy myself when I take a shower. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Right.
So,
is that one of your favorite songs?
I like that. Yes.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yes.
I mean, I sing that song all the time. I sing it in the car.
Too. Yeah.
I can show you the world.
There you go.
No.
It's a good song. But that was a true story.
Well, that's partially yes.
Yes. And what about his claims that you called him? I mean, he made it seem like obsessively.
Say it again?
He made it seem like you would telephone him obsessively. Is that true?
It's opposite.
He was calling
you obsessively.
It's two different things.
Huh.
Wow.
It's two different things.
Yeah, so he was more like Tommy.
Because you see,
like...
I'm, my background is also business, but I'm here with you guys, so you guys ask it whatever. I just respond to your question.
You know what it was? He was probably obsessed. That your accent's very sexy.
Oh, thank you.
It's
it
very
was
sexy.
better before, so now it's a change, as you know.
It's like evil too.
I'm an evil guy.
Yeah.
I'm good. By the way, guys, whatever person listen now, I'm taking this opportunity to thank you for supporting again. Hopefully we'll see you tonight and tomorrow at the Sunshine. Move on, next question.
And by the way, we're taking some calls too.
Yeah, sure.
So 866-WOW-1-WOW. If you've got questions for Tommy.
Are you going to pick his brain? Because I want to know what is going on in his head to do these kind of movies.
What was your intention, Tommy, with The Room initially? Not what has it become.
Sure.
What was, when you wrote that script, what was your intention for The Room?
Well, supposed to be play originally. Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
In the theater. And we actually will be screening, we did the play at AFI, the American Film Institute, DC, a couple of years ago. And then my intention actually to do here in New York. Hopefully anybody listen, call me or send me email or whatever, because we actually want to do on Broadway, not off Broadway, on Broadway.
On Broadway.
You guys know what the difference. I don't have to explain you.
Right.
Yeah.
Off Broadway is like Bush League.
He got it. He got it.
Yeah.
So to respond to your question, it's, I studied psychology. I graduated from Laney College in Bay Area. And
which college?
Laney College.
Oh, okay.
And long story short, I studied, a relationship. I've been in a relationship, and I think I usually have tendency to write on a piece of paper and say, hey, let's put in the book. Because The Room, what you have is based on the book, 800 pages.
Wow.
I didn't publish yet. But long story short, so that's why I decided to condense my book into 99 pages.
So it's about the psychology of relationships.
Correct.
And that's what you wanted to share on the big screen.
Exactly. And again, The Room, you may laugh, you may do whatever you want. My quote is that you can laugh, you can cry, you can express yourself, but please don't hurt each other. That's basically what I say.
And as long as there's an ass every 5 feet, you're getting paid. So
okay. Whatever you want to do. So it's fine with me. You can bash in the room. You can say this as long as you have a respectful way.
Were you surprised when people were laughing at it the first time you screened it?
No, I'm not surprised because again, I learned my background is also I learned from my teacher, Jean Shelton. Actually, I don't know if you guys know Stella Adler. She actually studied under Stella Adler.
The acting teacher.
Yes. And she always, taught me, the more colors you have, the better. And she's right about that.
Right.
See, so you
looked at it as more of this is a varied expression now.
Yeah, it's not just an expression, but like, for example, here we talk about, right? I brought the football just to provoke you. Say, hey, he brought the football, right? Same with the movie, I could do very fast paced, like every scene, let's say 20 seconds or 1 minute.
Sure.
And I'm stretching, so say, we'll see what happened.
With each scene, did you feel were there times when you really were stuck on a scene and you had to have somebody do multiple takes because you felt like, they weren't really bringing it?
Well, that's happened with again.
With this guy over here.
Hey.
About Mark, like the scene with Mark. And I say,
Greg, played by Greg Sestero.
Yeah, and the one of the scene, I repeat the line because I didn't like it.
Right.
I didn't like it as a director, not as an actor. And
so you repeat his line in the scene.
Well, not so much his line. I repeat my own line, but I didn't like the take. So this is a perfect example that sometimes we take, instead of 1 to 4, we go 1 to 6. But this is a cost involved. So each time you do the same scene over, time is ticking, money is ticking.
Yeah, you want quality acting, right?
Yeah.
You want quality acting.
This movie cost $6 million to make, The Room?
It costs a lot of money because of the true format, and we actually are replaced 4 times, not 3 times.
Oh, wow.
Some people,
Jesus.
The crew as well, some of the actors.
Bad attitudes?
I was not so much. I feel I always will say the same thing. All the actors did a very good job. So it just it was a conflict of interest, generally speaking.
Why wouldn't you say, all right, the big financial thing is that we're shooting on 2 formats here.
They knew about it. Everybody knew about it.
But why wouldn't you just shoot on 1 and save some cash?
Well, because, I like to experience, do something different. If I do the same thing, we would not have a conversation today, right?
Right. You're throwing it right back at me.
Exactly.
Next question.
Next question.
You son of a bitch. Next question.
On to the next one.
It was implied.
He's an artist.
I did not. That's from the movie.
There's a lot of luxurious locks in this room. I mean, between you, Sam, and now Tommy, your hair is something else.
Oh, thank you.
It is. Do you
It's real hair for your information.
Yeah?
Yes, you can pull it.
I can.
Get out of here, for real.
Go for it, Nicole.
I would like to tug
Pull it a little bit.
It's not Rogaine.
Oh my gosh.
There it is.
Oh my God, did you just I pulled. I gave a little tug. That's real.
We heard the squeal.
That shit is silky too, man.
Yeah, it is. Like Pantene hair. It's fabulous.
It's like an Indian bitch had the other day.
That's right.
It's lovely.
And tell me, where were you able to come up with $6 million for this movie?
Well, as you know, I started my own business, basically.
Street Fashions USA?
Yes, that's basically.
Damn, Sam knows
retail store, the real estate, etc. So what he put in the book, yes, that's correct, somewhat, certain degree.
But how can you make enough money to make a $6 million movie, and we'd never even heard of? Have you ever heard of Street Fashions USA? Who can?
Never.
Well, that's your problem. It's not mine, is it?
There's a lot of companies that you've never heard of.
So I'm just, I mean,
it's your problem.
I know FUBU. I just never.
No, we've been very successful with Levi's people for past, I think, 1 decade. The time when I met Greg, he didn't know about business, but I closed the store due to my different career take, be actor, producer, etc.
Your passion.
And now I'm go back because actually, too bad I didn't bring my underwear. You can go to TommyWiseau.com.
Why wouldn't you bring it?
Sorry, man.
Kind of mad.
But if you show up Sunday, you may get a surprise. But I don't want to say it.
Panties for Sammy.
Put that shit on his head.
I'm wearing my own if you want to see it.
I would love to.
Would you show that real quick, Tommy? Tommy's going to show us his underwear. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. He's got his.
Nice. And it says Tommy across there.
Shit, yo, that's
Tommy
hard right there.
But it's not Tommy.
Literally.
It's not Tommy Hilfiger.
No.
It's Tommy W. It's Tommy Wiseau.
Thank you very much. Actually, we have the
he's got his own underwear.
Trademark TW Tommy Wiseau. Wow. I'm very proud.
Yeah.
From DC. Actually, we have real thing.
And isn't it
gangster right there? I need to get one now, man.
Isn't it weird? Isn't it fascinating that you leave fashion for film, you become so successful in film that you can go back into fashion.
That's what I'm doing, exactly. Thank you. That's a good statement. I like that.
Yeah.
I give you a applaud, too.
Very
nice.
Thank you.
Very
Nicole, if you would applaud as well.
Thank
you.
Thank you. It's lovely.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Yes.
So, and tell me if this is true. This is another, because I hear all these legends.
No problem.
And I have the great Tommy Wiseau in front of me. I need to know.
You.
So you get $6 million, you make this movie, it's your passion project, you're exploring the psychology of relationships.
Yeah.
You shoot it on 2 formats, you close Street Fashions USA because you're like, this is what I'm doing. True or false? You rented a billboard in Los Angeles for 9 years to advertise your film.
Partially is correct. Actually, it's 5 years.
You had a billboard rented for 5 years.
Correct. Wow. Over 5 years.
True or false? You did this before you even had a theater.
No.
False. See, that's why we ask the important questions here.
Because we actually submitting the room to Academy Award, and we didn't have a billboard at the time.
Oh, you have to have a billboard?
No, you don't.
Oh, so you just thought it was something you wanted to have.
That's correct.
I mean, it's cool. It's gangsta.
Right.
So
what did the Academy?
I like the way you said it. True or false? I like that.
Yeah.
Because it's getting to brass tacks.
Shit is hard.
You know what I mean?
I think someday, it would be good. Like you have like some concept or competition. What is right, what is wrong.
Right. Well, this is like half a radio show and half a courtroom.
Oh, how nice.
You know what I mean?
That.
Like, we go
like
for truth.
I have experienced court, so that's fine. Move on, next question.
People generally call me the Judge Wapner of the radio.
Yeah. Really?
That's true.
Love that.
That's 100%.
Sammy Wap, actually.
Yeah, Sammy Waps.
I concur.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Now, so what did the Academy say when you submit the room to the Academy Awards?
We have a screening. We have a Bay Area screening. And again, we have few screening when you submit it. And it's a certain requirements, protocol. You're not supposed to release DVD, et cetera, et cetera. What they like it, but, we didn't get a nomination, but I'm proud to be on the database. We follow all the instruction and, maybe next time. So
maybe.
Yeah, sure.
Maybe this new sitcom, The Neighbors, will get an Emmy Award.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, stranger things have happened. You've been touring this Room movie around for almost 10 years now, still
actually,
making money. 11 years.
Over 11. Because anniversary we have actually will be...
That's right, who kid?
January we start a new tour, 12 years.
Wow.
And I'm coming here to New York once a year. So.
Good for you.
You should come on this show once a year, then.
Okay.
Hang out,
Sure, no
Should we go to some calls? Should we talk to some of the fans?
Tommy, I want you to be able to hear, so I don't want to mess up your hair, but will you put on these headphones so you can hear the calls?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, fabulous.
You asked that so gently, Nicole.
Yeah, I just want to be, respectful,
that was
loving.
good of you. Why are you putting the headphones on? Let me ask, because you brought the football in.
It's for you, by the way.
The football?
Yes.
Oh, my God. Throw it over.
Just two dudes.
This is the greatest thing that anybody's ever brought me.
Tossing the pigskin
I wish
around.
you would have hit your head with it.
I'm telling you, Tommy.
It's the room.
It's the room football.
It's original, by the way.
And this is I love this precedent that's being set. Tommy Wiseau with a giant. By the way, this is what makes Tommy Wiseau so great. He throws me this football that says, "Let's play it," because that's the line from the movie. They throw the ball around and say, "Let's play it."
That's correct.
and it says theroommmovie.com. It's the official football. It says TW for Tommy Wiseau, and then there is an R with a circle around it. That stands for registered trademark. Most of the time,
that's crazy.
People make the R with the circle very, very small.
Yes.
This is literally the same size as the T and the W. There is no missing. That is a registered trademark. What's he doing, Who Kid?
Letting these niggas know.
That's exactly right.
Hell yeah.
That was Tommy Wiseau's intention. Why, Tommy, is it necessary for the men in your film The Room to be throwing the football around anytime they converse, whether they be in tuxedos or on the roof of a building?
That's good because, again, you see, that's way back when I studied, kids in this, for example, in park. I know you guys know. I have a couple of nephews, so they like to actually throw a football 3 feet away. I say, what about tuxedo? Why not? We live in America, so again, this is the thing. What I knew that people. I say to myself, you know what? Maybe we don't make any money. That's fine, but they would think about tuxedo and football,
and that'll be that.
Exactly.
And at least, you know what? We may not sell a movie ticket, but I'm going to be able to sell some sporting goods. There you go. Right, Tommy?
Yeah.
Did you? What about like a line like this? It says, "Let's play it."
Yeah.
Do you ever did you in hindsight be like, wow? Maybe I could have worded that differently. I don't know if anybody's ever said, let's play it.
Actually, you're right, 100%. But you know what? I say I'm not changing. That's it.
Good for you. Good for you.
Yeah, that's good comment.
He should hashtag that.
Good for you. Hashtag let's play. I mean, look, the movie is one big hashtag. Every line in this movie has been quoted. And that's kind of an honor. Nicole, by the way.
Yes.
Nicole Ryan here.
Yes.
Tommy,
Nicole.
she just saw your movie, The Room, for the first time yesterday.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
What do you think? Did you like it?
I made her see it.
Oh my God!
Because I said I'm not going to disrespect Tommy Wiseau by having him up here and having Nicole. And I mean, Who Kid is very ignorant, so he doesn't need to see it.
I'm a dumb N-word, but I would have seen it if you told me.
Right?
I was in awe. I have to be honest. We were in awe watching together. My husband and I. We just were like eyes wide, mouth dropped.
Audience,
like, whoa!
Yeah, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but with audience, it's a little different experience.
Okay.
So you invited with your husband if you want to show up. It's up to you.
And the audience is a good thing, because I was telling Nicole and Who Kid some of the things that happen when people go see this Room movie with a live audience. They shout out the lines. Yeah. They throw plastic spoons at the movie screen because in many of the scenes in the apartment that you're in, there's a framed picture of a plastic spoon.
Correct.
Tell me, Tommy.
Yes.
Why does the apartment contain a plastic spoon picture that is framed?
Because plastic is cheaper than wood.
I get that.
He's expressing himself.
That makes sense.
Next question.
And all the money.
Thank you, Nicole. See, I call you Nicole. It's okay.
That's fine.
Okay, thank you.
Call whatever you want, Tommy.
All the money had been spent on the double formatted cameras. So what are we gonna get? Wooden spoons? I don't think so.
No,
I don't think so.
What were you bugging out off of, Nicole? Like the rose petals? What were you talking about?
I was all about the roses in the bedroom.
Did you like that?
I like that.
I strongly recommend.
Oh, I'm going to.
Also, I recommend the oranges.
Oranges.
Mm-hmm.
Would you also recommend to Nicole that she have a partner, much like the man in that film? If you catch my drift, Tommy?
Whatever she decides.
Okay.
Ladies,
Hey, are you a single guy? You a bachelor?
Actually, yes and no. 50% again.
Good for you.
Yes.
Good for you. Depends who's asking, right?
Yeah, sure. No problem.
Right here.
Is that right, Who Kid? See, maybe, Tommy, you're probably like Who Kid. Who Kid is a married man.
Yeah.
But what do you do with your free time?
I fuck bitches at 50%.
Many of them, right? At 50%.
Keep it up. We got 50%.
Let's hear from some of the fans in the room.
Yeah,
everybody wants to
sure, no problem.
Chime in. We'll just start from the top, and we'll go to Jessica in Chicago. Jessica, you're on the Sam Roberts Friday Show with Tommy Wiseau.
Hey, guys. I'm wondering, is Tommy ever going to delve deeper into Denny's drug history? Because when they were on the roof and he got attacked, I had no idea he was even selling drugs.
Well, let me give a little bit of background, because there is a scene. First of all, there's a character in the movie named Denny, and a lot of people don't know this, but there's somebody who works here. His name is Dennis Falcone, and we make fun of him a lot because he's a bit of a turd.
Yeah.
And we started calling him Denny from the room because we all like the room.
I don't want to laugh.
But yeah, there's a scene with this young kid Denny, and he's apparently been dealing drugs. It's never alluded to before that scene. It's never mentioned after the scene. The question is that storyline going to be...
Well, let me say this way, that you can figure out very quickly what it's about, Danny. Do you remember the scene with Claudette is talking about drugs and everything, and Juliet and et cetera, et cetera?
Sure.
So Lisa, so you can figure out what, as you guys know, I mean, if somebody caught selling drug, for example, what happened to you?
You go to jail.
Yeah. Exactly. And they don't want him to go to jail. Move on. Next question.
Next question.
Okay.
Next question.
Bye, girl.
Let's go to,
thank you.
Oh, Chris in Brooklyn hung up. Let's go to JR in Boston.
Boston. Wow. Hey, how you doing?
Oh, doing great, Tommy. It's truly an honor to talk to you. I was actually wondering, are you going to be planning on coming back to Brookline for any of the screenings that they do?
Actually, we are doing the special events the same with the neighbors. So we actually plug in all over the world as well, all over the screen. They usually want to do double the room and the neighbors. Move on. What's your question?
Oh, well, actually, I was wondering if you could tell me a little bit more about the character that's at the very end of the movie in the party scene, because it's like the one that I think it was confronting Lisa with her friend about, what she was up to with Mark.
Okay.
I feel like he kind of came out of nowhere.
There is a character at the end of the film.
His name is just a minute because his question is very tricky. You think I don't know my characters? Hey.
No, I don't know the character. That's why I'm asking.
Well, I think the audience didn't know the character because he came out of nowhere at the very end of the movie with no explanation or backstory.
So what's your question, very quickly?
No, just could you tell a little bit about that?
Oh, okay.
Who is that weird dude that comes in at the end of the movie?
Okay, the Steve was replaced by, Peter was replaced by Steve. And you have a new character, but the same talk, and you can ask and say, who is this guy? That's the idea. So I think I'm happy the way it's come out. So thank you.
Created some mystery and some.
You go. Thank you. That was good.
So you literally you wanted a character that was already established to do another scene. You didn't have that character anymore, so you just gave those lines to some other dude.
Correct. Yeah.
Understood.
Yeah.
It doesn't get any simpler than that.
I mean, I get it.
Stop questioning him, okay?
You know what? What we'll do? We'll move on to the next question.
Question.
Thank you for asking. Anyway,
we'll go to AJ in Texas.
My God, people calling.
A lot of people. It's a very popular show.
Oh, thank you.
Just talking about mine. AJ.
AJ.
Yeah, what's up, buddy?
Hey, my question is, my favorite scene is probably the floral shop where he's buying the I guess roses, and it's the whole change where he gives a change. It's the odd exact amount, or it's something weird about it, and how he knows the lady, but she doesn't recognize him.
Well, there is the way the scene works out is Tommy walks in with some sunglasses on. And
like here,
he's wearing them right now.
Right, and
it's very bright in here
because there are sunglasses on. She doesn't recognize him, even though she later in the scene says he's her favorite customer.
Oh,
why that choice?
Because again, I give her $20.
Yes.
The flowers $50.99. I give her a tip. So that's basically what it is,
Now, why wouldn't?
And then she say, "I didn't know that was you." Right?
Yes.
That's the line.
Yes.
So if I would say, "Hey, how you doing? This is 20. How much I pay you?" That's me. That would be. It doesn't make sense to me as a director. So this is my take how I want to present it.
But why wouldn't she recognize you if you're her favorite customer?
Well, maybe she was busy. Maybe she was somewhere else. Maybe she was under drugs. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up to the viewer.
Yeah.
I talked to, David Chase. He's he created The Sopranos.
Yes.
I talked to him a while back, and he had all these backstories for his characters that were never featured in The Sopranos. He had all this stuff worked out in his head. Maybe you tackle things much like David Chase does.
Well, you may compare those. It's, again, any character where you see... This is a good question, again. It's challenging. That's what I like.
Thank you very much.
And give me one character to say I don't make up story. Give me one other character. Which character are we talking about right now?
Let's go to Juliet.
Juliet, for example. What is behind her line? Like she said... Well, it's not a secret, whatever. She's betrayed Johnny, right?
Yeah.
It's also backstory. I compare Juliet, for example, Lisa to Cleopatra, Elizabeth Taylor. Why is that?
Oh, wow.
Because of the manipulation, you see?
Right.
So how girl can go forward, and you probably know better than anybody else from us, how far you can go.
Yeah.
Is it worth it or not?
Is it, Nicole?
I mean, the past, it was definitely worth it. Now that I'm married with a child, not so much.
Right. Okay. Nicole used to take a lot of dick, Tommy.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that. Yeah. I don't know.
I mean, Nicole, true or false?
I mean, it's a true statement. It's true. It's a true statement.
I mean, I heard it.
You heard, right?
Okay.
Yeah. And how far I took it, it was pretty far.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty far.
Good for you, Nicole.
So you see, again, this is the mystery about the room. I want the audience to think about it. And I would say it's a red flag. You may not like it, what you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's your choice. So was it worth it or not? You know?
So complex.
Yeah.
Oh.
Why is the movie named The Room when it takes place in several different rooms?
This is a good one.
Thank you.
This is very nice.
Thank you.
First of all, this is you make my day. Okay, The Room, because it's a special place we all have.
Yeah.
It could be basement, could be forest, could be your studio, could be your cell, whatever you are.
Right.
You don't get a speed ticket. You can do whatever you want. You'll be naked like this guy here. No, I'm sorry. Oh, you can do whatever. It's a special place, and only you know. You decided what is happening.
Right.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
I was in a hotel room just last night. I walked into the hotel room.
Yes.
Not only I locked the door from the inside, put on the do not disturb sign. Not only did I sleep nude, I felt comfortable to walk around nude the entire time because I was in
The Room.
the room.
Nice.
You were doing it.
Thank you.
And that's the place.
Wow.
You could be naked and not get speeding tickets.
Exactly.
In the room.
Correct.
I understand now. I understand on a much deeper level.
And let me say something for some of the audience, which is I'm really cranky about it. Especially in IMDb. I'm not here to bash anyone. I'm just responding to questions, but this is take my feelings here.
Yes.
Yeah.
When I started 11 years ago, and this is for some of you people who try to copy The Room, whatever, I always say, because I sometimes when people invite me for a university, whatever.
A lecture?
Yeah, a lecture, something like that. I always give people advice, think about original thing. That's what I count. Not just to grab somebody material. And
So you've seen Room copycats?
Well, what I see is, for example, we started 11 years ago was only one title, The Room, by me, Tommy Wiseau. Now you have 30 titles, whatever.
Yeah.
But you see, again, it's nothing wrong with that. But the same talking, I always say, you know what I'm saying? If you want to be successful, think about original thing.
Yeah.
That's my point. So
It is crazy to me that many people would look at The Room and be like, I got to copy this. This has got to be my project now. It's like, do your own thing, right?
Yeah.
I mean, did you think that you did this in 2003 that it would last this long? Like,
No.
And then people are still trying to figure it out. Like, is it going to last another 10 years to get another different
that's my
conclusion?
question. You're right. Thank you for asking this. No, absolutely not. I thought in the beginning, I'd say, okay, I do the feature movie. People will like it, make money, like everybody else, and move on to the next project.
Have you made a profit yet?
The answer is I'm very comfortable where I am. Move on, next question.
Whoa.
That's the answer. You heard the man.
Not talking about
On to the next.
I'm just saying, $6 million is a lot of money.
Yeah.
I know. I mean, in 12 years is a long time. If you haven't made $6 million in 12 years, maybe you need to start visiting bigger theaters.
We're happy where we are.
Okay.
Good.
I mean, I know the Africans. I could hook them up.
Yeah. Why is this movie so hard to get? It's not on iTunes. It's not on cable on
Guys,
demand.
I borrow it from you.
It's not on Netflix.
Okay, well, one statement is incorrect. You can actually get a Netflix.
The Room's on Netflix?
Yes, but DVD. You cannot download, but you can rent the DVD.
Oh, the DVD.
Yeah.
I'm talking about streaming, though.
No,
So-
we are not doing this because
Why?
because we wanted people go to the theater and enjoy it themselves. For God's sake,
It's an experience, Sam.
But I don't understand, and you can clarify this for me, because if you'll be so forward thinking,
yes,
to double the expense of your film and shoot it in HD without even using the footage, why not realize that more and more people are watching streaming media? I should make my film available there.
I personally think that the theater experience is much better. That's our choice at this time.
I love it.
But you can always buy a DVD or Blu-ray on Amazon.com.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it is very much available.
Yeah.
Let's go to Josh in North Carolina, who's got a question. And by the way, if you have a question for Tommy Wiseau here on Sam Roberts Friday Show, call up 866-WOW1WOW, 866-969-1969. Of course, Tommy is not only talking about his movie The Room, but his brand new sitcom,
The Neighbors. Thank you.
Let's talk to Josh. What's up, Josh?
Sure.
You there, Josh? All right, Josh gave up. Let's go to Matt on Rhode Island. What's up, Matt?
Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Hey.
Tommy, I'm a big fan of yours, and I'm also a big fan of Tim and Eric's.
Sure.
And actually, that's how I was first turned on to The Room, and I wanted to know what it was like working with Tim and Eric.
I like it. They're very good people to work, and except I changed the script 5 times, but otherwise we have a groovy time, and they have different genre, but I like to work with them. So,
do you not like the inconsistency though? Do you like once you put ink to page? Let's go with that.
You know what? Before you put something on the page, you have to think twice.
Yeah.
So it's all depends how you compute in your head. I don't like to change too much.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you give yourself extra sex scenes in the room to help, kind of, for you to get yours, so to speak?
We did the love scene, not per se.
Love scene.
Yes.
Don't mean to be disrespectful.
Yeah.
No, it's okay. But you see, Johnny character is just unique character, so people relate to it. You know, like.
So it's not a bad thing for you as the performer to be like, let me cast this chick. We'll do a couple love scenes. So we're going to need 4 or 5 takes.
Yeah.
Rose petals and all.
Well, we did the 1 to 4, as I mentioned. Move on, next question.
Right. But there wasn't, was that part of that, was that for your personal gratification?
No, not at all. It's part of a script.
Yeah.
It's everything script.
But you wrote the script.
though, I've asked so many actors and actresses if it really is sexy when you do a love scene or if it's like very awkward. Did you find it sexy or sort of awkward to do your love scenes?
For Tommy or for Juliet?
Either.
I agree. I mean, good question, actually, Nicole, right?
Yeah, yes.
See, I remember your name.
Very nice.
You love me. I love you too, Tommy.
To respond to your question,
rose petals in here.
We call the closed set.
Yeah.
What this means that you have a minimum crew, minimum everybody's very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are.
Yeah.
So. Move on, next question.
Next question.
Okay.
Tell me about the partnership. So Greg Sestero's book is apparently being optioned into a film,
Correct.
which I would assume have something to do with. I've seen photos of you and Dave Franco and James Franco. Did you hear about this, Nicole?
I have not. This is amazing.
Nicole is big time into celebrity gossip.
Yeah.
She loves the sort of, bullshit, Access Hollywood stuff.
Nothing
Is that
bullshit
right?
about it. Okay. And I love the Francos, so do tell what's going on here.
Well,
what's your question?
Apparently Seth Rogen and James Franco are optioning this book about the making of The Room.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
True or false, Tommy Wiseau?
Yes.
Is James Franco slated to play Tommy Wiseau in a film adaptation of your story?
True.
God, that's so juicy.
But let me say that I'm not in charge. James Franco is in charge as a producer, and I'm involved indirectly. So,
is it tough for you to give up that kind of responsibility? This is your baby. This is your story.
Well, again, it's
about getting that paper.
He can spin the way he wants. So you can do as a parody. When I talked to James Franco, he assured me that he'll be respectful. But it's up to him, so.
Well, I mean, it's good, too.
Wow.
Seth Rogen and James Franco are fans of the film.
Right.
Yeah. Well, I met both of them. I mean, they are nice people. They know what they're doing. And when I talk to James Franco again, I think he's a very talented guy. And I think he can pull it, but it's up to him, Because again, you can spin the way you want it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Comedy you can put into drama into comedy. I think if they are serious about it, I personally think that they can submit it to Academy Awards, because it's a good story,
Yeah.
How are you helping out with it at all, or is it very indirect, your involvement?
I'm indirect involved with it. They supposedly I may even be part of the entire thing, but I don't know yet. So it's up to you. Have to ask them. So
it's exciting.
I mean, he did answer earlier that he's very comfortable with his money.
Yeah, they must have given you quite a bit of cash for that story. Those are your life rights, Tommy Wiseau. You can't give them away for cheap.
We have the same agent actually. So yeah, it's correct. You're actually correct.
You have the same agent as James Franco?
No, the Greg Sestero.
Wait a minute. You have for him to sell the story of his life or the making of this movie, he gets paid for that,
bro. Yeah. It's life rights, right?
Wow, I didn't know.
That's correct.
You learn something new every day. Look at that.
I mean, if you see the Nicole Ryan movie come out, somebody owes you a check.
Somebody wants to do that. We're just throwing it out
there. Look at that rights logo.
Look how big this R is, this registered trademark on this Tommy Wiseau football. You think he's giving away anything for free?
PMN, you know what I mean?
Like, what did we learn early on in this interview? Tommy Wiseau is not just a filmmaker. He was a businessman first.
Correct.
Is that right, Tommy?
That's correct.
That's correct. Next question, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes. Let me read the synopsis
Sure, no problem.
of The Neighbors.
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of people don't know what this is. The Neighbors is Tommy Wiseau's new project. The Neighbors, it says here, is a sitcom about the relationship, again, back to the relationship, between a group of neighbors who live in an apartment building. The lead character is Charlie, the manager of the building. The tenants are a diverse group of personalities, all of different ages and backgrounds, constantly bringing their problems to Charlie and his secretary/girlfriend, Bibi. The character of Princess Penelope creates a commotion. I love the alliteration here. after she witnesses the ghost of her uncle Prince Charles.
Wow.
It is a fresh and humorous look at human behavior
Look at it.
through different points of view. This cocktail of characters always guarantee plenty of surprises. The demographic is all-inclusive.
Yes.
Most importantly, will there be a doggy character?
Actually, we have a chicken.
Nice.
Now, there's a lot of tips of the hat to the room in this.
Not really. I mean, it's
with a
just-
chicken, you're doing the chicken noise like you do in the room.
Well, not really. It's totally different show. You know, we create this for TV. So the reason we showing in the theater because I decided to do something different. And I think
as per usual.
Yes, and we have great interest. So again, you guys invited. You guys should show up.
Checking it out, man.
Yeah, Saturday, Sunday. It's here in the city, and the website, of course, is what is it? TheNeighborsSitcom.com. Is
Actually, you can go to theroommovie.com. It'll be better.
Okay.
You have a link to the theater.
Yeah, because you can get the theater, and then you can get the room stuff and everything. Yeah. Well, listen, I mean, I don't even know. There's still a bunch of calls.
Yeah, they're coming in fast.
This is, I think, a question that's on everybody's mind.
Sure.
It's a mystery that's been out there in the ether for quite some time as far as Tommy Wiseau is concerned. I went on Reddit. You know Reddit? You ever go on the Room Reddit subforum?
Well, I mean, the show? What are you talking about?
No, there's a website called Reddit, and they talk about the room all the time.
No, I'm not familiar with that.
Hello, Sean.
Hello.
Yeah, relax.
Who's there?
Hi, Tommy.
Another Tommy.
We got it.
Well, Tommy in Wisconsin's on the phone, but Tommy wants to ask about.
Who's that?
Tommy, what do you want to ask? Tommy in Wisconsin? What do you want to ask Tommy Wiseau?
Yeah.
Hello, son.
Hello, Tommy.
It's not Tommy. It's Tommy.
Oh, sorry.
I would like to know where my friend he comes from, because
Okay, well,
the name,
next question.
Yeah, exactly,
the
right?
name is very.
I mean, if we can't take this seriously, what are we doing here?
Seriously, Tommy from Wisconsin.
Next
Shush.
question.
There was on this website. They broke down. I mean, people are obsessed with you, Tommy Wiseau.
Yes.
You know this by now.
Yes.
And they broke down what they thought was a family tree, a
but
lineage of where.
I heard about it. I
Yes.
said you right now. It says some of the stuff is the BS. Move on, next question.
Why is it such a mystery?
Because nobody knows where Tommy Wiseau is from.
I mean, I kind of dig the mystery. I'm just curious as why.
All anybody knows is he's from New Orleans. Okay. And I was in New Orleans in March.
Actually, I'm going to New Orleans. Let's see, in December.
The hometown?
Yeah, I'm going to New Orleans to actually we have a screening of The Room as well.
Tommy.
Yes.
I've been in New Orleans. I was there in March.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody sounds like Tommy Wiseau in New Orleans.
Well, you should go to Chalmette. Did you ever been Chalmette?
I was just there.
Well, you
in
see,
yeah.
Chalmette is 2 miles, 5 miles from New Orleans.
So were you born there?
No.
Where were you born?
Move on, next question.
It's a mystery.
I mean, I can hear the Frenchness somewhere in there.
Yeah, me too.
I used to live in France a long time ago.
Oh, qu'est-ce que ça veut dire?
Yeah.
That's where you learn. That's where you learned your romantic moves.
Comment vas-tu?
Je bien.
Okay. Très bien, merci.
Who speaks Haitian French? You know, it's not like
But
French.
that's like more.
Whatever occasion.
That's more in New Orleans, though. Yeah,
Cajun
Cajun.
French.
Yeah.
Why the mystery about where you're from?
It's not important. Move on, next question.
Well, the mystery, you're making it important by not talking about it. Right?
We're supposed to talk about the neighbors in the room.
I guess so. But everybody, I mean, the thing is, Tommy.
I'm American, so I'm proud to be here and talking to you. So move on, next question.
What if you work for CIA? You want to leak that?
Yeah,
That's true. You never know, Sam.
Tommy, do you work for the CIA? Are you a government employee?
Move on, next question.
He could be.
Wow.
He could be.
Told you.
Chris in Brooklyn. Chris in Brooklyn.
Hey, Chris. Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. I got a question.
Yes.
Driving me crazy. Is it true that you had to suck 6 million dicks for $1?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
What your question said here on my screen.
Chris. I mean, that's not true, is it?
No.
Okay, I didn't think so.
Are you kidding me?
I know, that's it. I mean, you know, it's a terrible question, but once it's out there, it's one that should be answered.
I couldn't even handle that.
That's a lot of director's couches.
Yeah. I mean, and that's the thing.
Well, you know, this is perfect example of what I call hatred.
Yes.
And this is the thing what people don't realize, you know, that in America, America. We're American. I'm American, very proud of it. We can
Sound
be
like
very
it.
successful.
Yeah.
And you have bad apples, and that's one of them. Move on, next question.
Right. We're in the Big Apple.
You
That's
go.
a bad apple.
So we have to enjoy ourselves.
Yeah, that's all. We're here to have
exactly.
fun. We're here to toss the ball. Hey, let's play it. Am I right?
I have a question, Sam. Have you ever tossed a football around?
I just did what Tommy was so a minute ago. He showed me. Next question, Nicole.
Okay, sorry.
You didn't suck no dick to be on this channel, did you?
No, I did not. And I'll tell you something. That
make it
question,
clear,
as absurd as it was, Tommy avoided all the fellatio that has to go on in Hollywood by going out and doing it on his own.
Nice.
Not sucking dick on his own, making the movie on his own.
So
He went out.
He's not like Will Smith.
I mean, I don't know anything about that. Who kid?
Why do you love to start crazy rumors?
I don't know anything
I
about
didn't
it.
start anything.
Is Will Smith a dick sucker?
Oh my God!
Who knew, Tommy? Who knew?
I Robot.
I don't know, but that's that's DJ Who Kid, and he'll be liable for all phrases that he says on his own.
Nah, that movie was supposed to be the first gay robot, but they, Hollywood switched it. You know what I'm saying?
Did they? Are there any gay characters in The Neighbors?
Yeah, actually, yes, we have couple because you see, you
good.
have the black people. Oh God!
You know what? I had to get a black person for this show. I'm the same way with you.
It's all right.
They forced you, actually. Yeah.
Well, you see, when
I'm white, though.
when I was going to Laney College, I have friends
who are black.
Yes.
What's that like? Scary?
Very good. No, actually, we always say N words, and then, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah. Of course.
And then now you guys have to change the society a little bit because as soon as you say something, you know what I mean.
So you have enough black friends that you can use the N word around them?
Yeah,
that's incredible.
If I like it.
I mean, you hear me. I'm still saying N word, and Who Kid's right there. I could say it, but I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm
you
not
cannot
there
say
with
it.
him.
He's gonna make me get underwear right head nigga.
Can Tommy? I want to know. You've spent some time with Tommy now.
Mm-hmm.
How you feel about him?
Cool motherfucker.
Would you give Tommy permission to?
I would not say it on the air. There's no way in the world.
Good for you.
Off air, you record. Yo, I'm your nigga.
I would say privately.
Behind the velvet rope.
Yeah.
Turn the mic off.
We'll hope there's no elevator cameras on, right? Right.
No, I just give you the example.
Yeah.
You didn't get it.
You missed it, Sam.
I didn't
Next
get it.
question.
Yeah.
I'm a little slow to the punch sometimes, Tommy.
No problem.
Wretch in Kansas.
TSIF. Salutations, everybody. Mr. Wiseau, I'm a huge fan.
Thank you.
And I got to say, Johnny is a great guy. My question is, I gotta wonder if I've got a bad copy of The Room or what. All the gentlemen in tuxedos go outside. They throw the football around. The wedding never occurs. What did I miss?
Oh, that's a good one. You see, because that's a mystery. Yeah, this is a good one. Yeah, because you see, they play the football. I don't know if you remember the scene with Danny when they say, let's play football. And that's what they prepare actually for wedding. And again, this is an incorrect statement with Greg Sestero book because he said that's happening. I said, no, it's not. I grew up in family, again, New Orleans, Europe, whatever, that you prepare, for wedding, You do like sort of rehearsal.
Right.
Throw a football.
Nicole, you should know that, right?
Yeah.
What about you? Like you have are you married?
I am
sorry,
married. Yes, I'm married, and we rehearsed. We prepared.
Thank you very much.
Yes.
Yeah, and did your husband probably
throw the football?
Toss the old pigskin around.
100%.
Hey.
Yeah.
He said, guys, I got all my groomsmen here. Let's play it a little bit.
I think some of those pictures made it into the wedding album, actually.
I think so, too.
Yeah, did?
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice.
It is nice.
when they rehearse.
So, but why was the wedding... didn't occur?
You know the story, betrayal of Mark and Lisa and all this roller coaster ride.
Right. So we just didn't get to it.
Yeah, exactly.
Is there something subliminal about throwing the ball back and forth?
Maybe.
Great
Absolutely,
question.
always is.
Okay. But what is it?
Which one?
When throwing the ball back
Every
and forth.
scene has a different subliminal message about this football.
It does end directly.
Holy shit. Holy shit.
So you have to discover yourself. You know what I always say to people? Like, you have to see the room at least 100 times.
100 times.
At least.
And in theaters. You have to buy a ticket every time.
I didn't say that. You did.
Not convenient. That's why that R, that registered trademark,
so large.
is so big. I'm picking up on these business things,
Thank
Tommy.
you. That's very nice.
I'm picking up.
He's learning.
This is a great call. Mark in New Jersey. Mark, welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show with the enigmatic Tommy Wiseau.
Thank you.
Hey, Sam, thanks. Tommy, huge
Hey, Mark.
fan.
Thank you.
I would just like you to say hi to me, please.
Hi, Mark.
Made his day.
That was great. You can use that as a ringtone, Mark.
There you go.
Do you get that a lot? You get people coming up to you in the street wanting ringtones, wanting
Yeah,
this and
actually,
that?
the Q&A. So, you guess at the time, so, because we have a spectacular Q&A.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think Tommy really wants us to come.
Yeah.
You want to go?
I kind of do.
We should go.
I'm
to
in.
you guys.
What is it, Sunday?
Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah, I'm off. You want to go Sunday?
Yeah, I do.
Sure. Sundays will be less people. So
We'll go to strip club after.
You want to go to strip club, Tommy?
I was thinking like brunch, but I mean, if you want to go to strip club.
Yeah.
Don't plan too much, you may not come out right.
Tommy, tell me the truth.
Yes, sir.
Have you slept with any celebrities? Have you slept with any famous women? This movie has gotten so big.
Yes, I did, but I take my sip. I cannot talk about it.
Snitching on his dick, man.
You shouldn't.
But we would know them.
Yes, you would, but I will not tell you about it.
Can you tell me what they're actresses, singers?
No, I cannot
What are you
tell
trying to
you.
narrow it down?
I would like to. Tell me this, Tom. Is it Queen Latifah?
Well, next question.
Wow. It could have been next question. It could have been Queen. It could have been the Queen.
She likes vagina.
I know she likes the box, but
My
Tommy.
God, I didn't know you guys are rated.
R-rated.
Yeah. You can say whatever you want, Tommy.
Tommy, we're just here to have fun.
Yeah.
You know.
Move on, next question. I'm enjoying myself here.
You are enjoying yourself?
Absolutely.
Great. Let's go to Brian in Cleveland.
Cleveland. Hey, Brian.
Hey, Tommy.
Hey, how you doing?
You big honor.
Thank you.
I have a question.
Yes.
Are you and Greg still on speaking terms? You guys still talk to each other? Are you guys friendly? What's the situation between you and Greg right now?
Well, right now, we're not on the same page because eventually, actually fans of the room, I got a lot of emails that they actually suggest for me to write the book, actually Disaster Artist by Tommy Wiseau. So I don't know what will happen, but I think any actors from the room, they did a spectacular job, including Greg Sestero. So, but, it's...
Greg Sestero made it seem in his book like a lot of the actors were very unhappy with you as a director.
No, contrary.
He made it seem like the cast and crew did not like your style of directing.
Well, I have a style, I always involved... In this case, the room, I want actors be there, the experience. And all these people, relate to the room. They did not have experience the way I see it, So it was very helpful. They do rehearsal, et cetera, et cetera.
Did you ever lose your temper when you were directing?
All the directors lose their temper, and I did too. To be honest with you, because you have a lot. You directing, you do the casting. You wanted. You see, we changed the crew 4 times. It was reason for it.
Right.
People tried to temper my project. I say no, that's not what we want. See the door, go through the door, don't come back.
You're such a kind man. I can't see you getting angry.
Well, I mean. I'm trying my best. So.
We're dealing with passions, Nicole.
But let me give you an example actually of the neighbors right now. When we cast the neighbors, we have I believe 18 or 19 people, actors. I personally think that when I talk to them, they're very enthusiastic about, because it's sort of experimental stuff for TV. So I'm very happy where I am now.
Is it a risky thing, do you think, Tommy Wiseau, after all the success that the room has had over the last going on 12 years to now? This is my second project. If people don't like this one, it could ruin the credibility of the room, no?
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You know why?
Why?
Because I put my heart in it. And if you pay me today $1 and tomorrow you pay me 10 millions, you will have the same work from me.
All right, then I'm definitely just going to do it for $1.
Well, that's not that's not the point. The point is that sometimes people say, oh, God, I cannot make any money. You see, we don't make any money on the neighbors right now, but I think that the TV industry that will give us a hand actually will be showing in TV. That's the direction we're going.
Wow. How long has The Neighbors been finished for? When did you shoot it?
We shoot the first episode, that was 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
That's exciting.
Yeah. Because it's very mysterious, the trailers that have been popping up for a very long time now.
Well, 19
teasers.
People. Yeah, it was teasers. So today is the day. So we'll be premiering. That's the official premiere of The Neighbors. Well tomorrow and after tomorrow.
This is huge. This is a big deal for you. You nervous?
Yeah, it is.
Are you nervous?
No, I'm not, because I think that we already test the audience. We have sort of pre-screening in Chicago. People really enjoy it, and it's different,
Yeah.
The TV is different, film is different.
Right.
So I think the audience have knowledge.
Yeah.
Especially in America, reality show, TV show, feature movie,
Are you going to buy a billboard for 5 years for The Neighbors?
Well, you can pitch in if you like.
That's right.
Come on, Sam, you want in?
That's right. No.
Why should I?
You guys are boys now.
Yeah, it's true. No, go ahead, Tommy.
Move on, next question.
Move on, next question. All right. We'll go to, I'm telling you, these calls are pouring.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Let's go fast.
Yeah. Rapid fire.
Matt in California.
Sammy Roberts.
What's up, buddy?
Hey, buddy. Hey, just want to say the movie, it was fucking stupid. Did not like it. I don't even understand why this guy is on the air.
Sure.
Fucking lame.
Well, I mean, listen,
nice.
Matt, if you could have a little bit more of an informed opinion,
Yeah.
maybe we could work with it, but it sounds like you're the one who's being very closed off. Is that right, Tommy?
Well, I don't want to insult him. I think he's a nice guy, but I think he probably doesn't know what he's talking about.
Yeah. Right.
And
He's probably a fucking idiot.
Hey, who kid? I love that Tech 9 shit.
Well, that goes to tell you what we're dealing with, doesn't it, Tommy Wiseau?
Move on, next question.
Move on, next question. All right, we'll go to...
We have two apples.
But that goes back to my earlier question, though, like to deal with like people that wouldn't understand the movie.
Well, you see,
get these reactions.
you see, that's what I'm talking about. That you need certain, I call, space,
right?
Even for audience,
right?
Yeah.
So, you see, I'm never upset if somebody say, "Hey, I don't like your movie." It's fine with me, but I will tell you one thing: you may not like it, but you may have tiny little thing. Hey, say, wait a minute, maybe I don't like it. Maybe I like 1%.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's something relate to you as a human.
Absolutely.
At the end of the day,
why do you
it's
like
gonna...
the movie, Sam? Is it curiosity? Is it like the oddity, or is it like some
Said
weird?
it would change my life.
Yeah, I think it is a life changer.
Yeah.
Here's why I like The Room. Number one, I love things that appear to have come from one person's brain. I said this about the Kevin Smith movie Tusk. I can tell when I watch this movie Tusk that Kevin Smith was like, I want to make a movie that I want to see. I'm going to direct this thing. When I watched The Room, I said there is no doubt in my mind that Tommy Wiseau did not want to deal with the bullshit of corporations, of Hollywood, of production houses, of meh, and said, you know what? I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to write, I'm going to direct, I'm going to produce, and goddamn it, I have $6 million in Street Fashions USA money, so fuck everybody else.
Amen.
I like that attitude.
Well, I have a respect. So.
And it's a very bizarre movie.
Oh, thank you.
And I like things that are bizarre.
Yeah.
Well, see, that's again, Nicole, that's a good statement. What you're saying, what he's saying, it's not just because I want you to like. That's not what it is. It is, you enjoy it.
Yeah.
You may say it's something crazy stuff.
Right.
know?
Right. So you don't have to like it. You just have to enjoy it.
Exactly.
Well, Tommy, I feel like we've learned a lot with you.
Sure.
Yeah.
You know, and we've covered a lot of ground today. I want you back next year.
Oh, thank
when
you.
you're here in New York. But why don't you tell everybody, of course, it's theroommmovie.com. Who's that? Oh, Jesus Christ. James.
James, that's not nice.
Okay.
I was trying to end on a positive note, James.
I love these.
We're end up in positive notes.
We're
So
ending
what
on a
you were saying-
positive note. So what I'm saying is,
Fans are crazy.
we learned, as you were saying, not everybody has to like the movie. Just
Of
enjoy
course,
it.
of
And that's
course.
that. Now, if you want to see the movie, if you want to get the DVD, if you want to be a part of this thing, you don't need to be one of these little haterade people. These are the same people upset that Derek Jeter is getting all this positive attention. Oh, he's only an average Yankee. Let the guy have his moment in the sun, you know? Let the people who like iPhones like iPhones. Let Tommy Wiseau celebrate the achievement in filmmaking that he was able to achieve.
You can't dress for
Thank
shit.
you very much.
He can't.
So on this note, I also would like to invite everybody, as I mentioned before, tonight.
Sunday we'll be there.
Sunshine, and also tomorrow as well as Sunday. And thank you very much for support. And then we see you at the screening of The Room.
And it's theroommmovie.com to find out, because this is this is every state in the United States, every province in Canada hears this show.
That's crazy.
So go to
Also
the room.
Australia too.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's probably a guy in Australia listening.
Yeah.
So go to theroommmovie.com and find out when The Room is coming to your town. It is a wonderful experience. And Tommy Wiseau, this has been
An honor.
an honor, a joy, a privilege, and a treat.
Yeah, thank you very much, everybody. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.
Welcome back to Sam Roberts Friday Show. I told you this was going to be a life changer. I'm getting texts.
Wow.
My buddy Chuck, who I grew up with, says I need to watch The Room tonight.
Yes, you do.
Dr. Steve sent me a text while all that was happening. Right now, I feel like the little kid in the story, The Emperor's New Clothes.
Oh my God.
Which is like perfect.
I kind of feel like Tommy and I had a thing. I'm taking back everything I said before he came in on the air. I'm saying.
What do you mean? You saw the movie? How
It's
could you?
still terrible, but I think I kind of get it. He was just trying to be, get us to really think. I feel like he's just a brilliant mind.
Look, here's the thing about me. You guys know I live in uncomfortable.
Oh, you?
I like uncomfortable.
Fucking weirdo.
And like the fact is,
we're whispering like he's right.
I don't know where he is. He's omnipresent. He's Tommy Wiseau.
He just blessed you before he left.
The weirdest thing happened. The fact is, here's what I was going to say. The reason I like this movie is because you just sit there and you're like, I can't believe somebody went all the way with this. Like, I can't believe he finished this movie and then released it. And like, it never occurred. It never snapped in. And then it turned into this other thing. It's an amazing, amazing story. But yeah, I was running around because because I'm not good at this. So I'm running around like after the interview going, holy shit, we have to get liners from Tommy Wiseau.
Yeah.
How do we not do that? And so I'm like trying to figure out who's got a studio. And I come back in and Tommy just looks at me and goes, oh, hi, Sam. I go, yeah? He goes, do you want me to bless you?
Yeah.
And I was just like, without even thinking about it, he's like, yes, of course I do.
Hell yeah.
Duh.
You're Tommy Wiseau.
Fuck yeah.
And
Bless this shit.
he takes a dog tag out of his pocket that says TW. It says 10th anniversary of the room. And then he goes, but I won't make you kneel.
Like he normally makes people kneel
Like,
when he
that's what I
blesses
do.
them?
So I was like, okay, I'll bow my head down. And he did like a cross.
Yeah.
But then he blessed me that all my dreams come true.
Wow.
And signed my foosball.
What if they do now?
I mean, I'm going to wear this dog tag for the rest of my life.
As you should.
Better than that pharaoh necklace that Who Kid gave me.
Or the icy Pharaoh necklace.
Yeah.
I haven't gotten any ice from you. And you know what? Let's change that.
I get you some ice.
Look this bitch up.
I love what's going on now because last week you guys weren't here, but Katie Linendahl, who's a tech reporter for the Today Show, big deal. She was on the show talking tech, and she brought me a gift. And Tommy Wiseau came in here and brought me a gift. From now on,
this is like gifts. It's like me. It's like my show.
Precedent.
You got to bring gifts, right?
I mean, I get money. I don't know.
Right. On your show, it's either you bring gifts or you blow the host.
Hell yeah.
That's the way it is.
Giannis Pappas did the show with you last week, right?
Yes, he was
did
great.
Awesome. I miss him.
What did you think of Tommy Wiseau?
Very cool guy, and he's a very weird guy.
Do you want to see the movie now?
I'm gonna check it out now.
Desperately, he does.
It doesn't matter who I am, why I'm black, where I came from, how I was raised. I have to see this movie.
What do you think about the fact that he uses the N-word?
I mean, that was my favorite. That was my favorite part when he goes like. He's like, I would never say the N-word on the air, but I use it privately frequently.
Yeah, me and my friends, we say it all the time to each other.
Like, as I'm doing the interview, as with most interviews I do, I'm thinking to myself, I got to make sure that there's something has to be here that we didn't know before. Because the worst thing is when you're listening to an interview, and it's like, okay, it's cool to hear the guy, but it's everything I already knew. Once he said, I frequently use the N-word privately with my friends. I was like, okay, I don't think it wasn't in the book. It hasn't been on the internet.
Not on Wikipedia.
You would have never got that if I wasn't here.
No.
No, I don't think so.
He was real bossy, too, with you.
Yeah.
Next question.
Next question. Move on. Next question. And then I would just ask the same question
And he never
again.
really would answer things. What does 50% true mean?
No, it doesn't mean anything.
Nothing.
Well, you did get that. He did fuck some famous people.
Yeah.
Now all you got to do now is research.
He was almost certainly lying.
Yeah, I agree.
When he said that.
Because he didn't tell us who it was.
You think he was definitely not telling the truth when he said that. He said this. He goes, yes, I have slept with celebrities, but I can't tell you who.
I can say the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
I'm going to tell you
11
something.
11 years. Come on.
Like, I've also, I don't say this a lot because I'm married and I hope my wife isn't listening. But, I have fucked people celebrities that have come up here for interviews. I have fucked them.
You have?
I can't tell you who.
Right.
Get the fuck out.
I can't tell you who.
I don't believe you.
Well, no, you shouldn't, because it's a lie, just like his was.
A big fat one.
Roland's walking down the hall. Somebody try to get Roland to come back up here, because I want to know the inside story on what was happening. Let's go to, and by the way, if anybody wonders what Tommy Wiseau was doing on this show, not only were the phone banks full, but Nicole, you've interviewed every major celebrity to come up here.
Yes,
the
I
morning
have.
mashup is like, it's the safety zone, and we can come on, we can promote our projects and have a good time. It's a good show. Have you ever seen a studio fill up with randos on a Friday afternoon like that?
It was all people who work here. I've never seen any of them in my life, and it was literally packed in here.
It's Friday at 5 o'clock in the afternoon.
Yeah.
Everybody's supposed to be at home.
A line of people want to take photos.
Yeah, there was a line of people. They all had a Tommy Wiseau story. They all wanted a photo. They were all looking enviously at my football.
So
Can I take a picture with you? He'd be like, "Who are you?" "Yes, quickly."
Is that what he said?
Yeah, to a couple of the guys.
So
awesome.
I mean, you did get him
quickly.
comfortable. You got him so comfortable that he just was yapping like he talked.
He felt cool.
Yeah, because he could have gave you the media trained questions.
No, I want people to feel welcome here. This was. I gave it. I mean, Mikasa Sukasa as far as the guests on this
And
show
guess
goes.
what? James Franco told him he's going to be respectful about. There's going to be nothing respectful about the
You
way.
don't think when James Franco and Seth Rogen put their minds together, they're putting it together in a respectful way to Tommy Wiseau?
0%.
They just paid that guy, and they were like, all right, now we're going to do whatever we want.
Yeah.
You cannot sue us. James in New Orleans.
Hilarious.
Sam, I owe you an apology, buddy. I'm sorry.
Come on, dude.
James, do you think why would you say Tommy Wiseau is a cunt?
Repeatedly.
Yeah, I mean, you said it. You said it. I mean, there is, like, maybe the first time he didn't hear it, but he definitely heard it most of the times that you said it.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was on the air because you buzzed me in, and then there's a couple minutes, so I just said it and heard silence, so I didn't stop.
You just
went with it.
You just got excited. You were like, I'm on the air. Like, I can't believe I'm on the radio. Tommy Wiseau's a cunt.
Sorry, guys. I found it funny. The phone calls are great. That was awesome.
All right, James.
You're the man.
You're good.
You're forgiven.
You're good. Don't worry. Tommy Wiseau has blessed me, and therefore I have the power to forgive you of your sins.
Wait. Before I go, who kid? Can I get an N-word pass?
Of course, you got it, my nigga.
Stop giving people N-word passes.
I got like 100 more passes. Hurry up.
Yeah, but if you keep giving them out, they don't mean anything.
But it's bad. It's bad. You shouldn't have people running around using words like that. Don't you?
No, I got texted to them too. I got the digital passes.
Well, listen, and you feel better about
I feel
because you were scared when he came in.
Terrified, and when he was standing outside the studio, like, he literally looked like a rapist.
Yeah.
And now, like, I totally want to be his best friend.
I thought it was gonna be like another Rob Zombie interview. Like I was gonna be mad and
Right, because you've always said
weird.
Rob Zombie was your worst interview.
That was my worst interview.
Was it
period.
really?
I hate that motherfucker.
I love Rob Zombie.
We know.
Got his name on my arm.
I know.
But that you felt good about.
Yeah, he's cool. Yeah, he's a cool motherfucker.
He wanted to call you the N-word. And anybody who comes in here and says, in my private life, I'd really like to call you the N-word. He's still wandering around outside.
Love you, Tommy.
He's still just kind of...
He almost looks like he has a little bit of Gene Simmons going on, right? Only with longer hair.
A little bit. Yeah, it doesn't look... Gene Simmons, he actually has much better hair than Gene Simmons.
Gene Simmons' hair is pretty bad.
Awkward as his hair is. He's just wandering around outside. There's nobody out there with him.
He's waiting for security to escort him to his car service.
Yeah, that's
why. Forced Roland to get him.
Yeah, you guys are crazy. White people kill
I don't know. There's like
there's a commotion going on outside. Tommy is lost.
Okay, now he's walking the other direction. Travis, could you call Roland and see or somebody?
Someone make sure Tommy's okay.
I mean, I would love to talk to you about what just happened in that studio, but should I play him on the air? Are they good?
Oh, no. Okay, so Troy just got the liners?
He recorded something for me with Tommy Wiseau. Troy was in the other room.
Do you feel as though it's good?
You can give me hand gestures, I guess. I can't get you in trouble by being the guy who lets you on the air. Oh, what are you going to do? Turn the other monitor on.
Someone get this guy a whiteboard and Sharpies so he can communicate with us.
Yeah, a pen or something?
Okay, it's okay.
Troy Kwan.
Let's play Pictionary. Let's play Pictionary.
He's gonna. Troy's gonna get the message. You got to reach around and turn the power button on that monitor that faces me. Who kid? It's the. If you just go around the monitor facing me, that one. You see where the power button is? It's on that side. It's on the bottom.
No,
right
this
there.
is good radio right now.
Listen, Nicole.
While he's getting
it's
this,
not all about. It's not all about every 15 seconds. We got to fill the silence.
I'm a hits one girl.
I know.
While you're getting that ready, when I first saw the cover of the movie, it doesn't look like a horror film.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's his face in like blue,
and he's all scary looking shit.
Travis is coming into the now. Travis, you're a big Room fan. You're a Room guy.
Yeah.
You got a shit-eating grin on your face.
Scaring me, Travis.
Did you enjoy that?
It was great.
You did like it.
Loved it.
You're a happy boy.
Very happy boy. And I don't know where Roland is. He might be trying to get this guy's car. He might be trying to get Tommy's car.
Yeah, treat him with respect. Call him by name.
Also, he forced Eric to take a picture with him.
Roland did?
No.
Oh, Tommy did?
Yeah.
Oh, you too. What's your... Oh, hi, Eric.
That's exactly how it went down because Eric doesn't know about
There's
the room.
Roland. There's Roland.
He's never watched it, right?
Hang on, let me get Roland.
Okay.
Here
He's
he
coming in.
Come talk to us, Roland.
Roland, okay. Is Tommy Wiseau out of the building? I saw him wandering around.
Roland's so nervous. You all right, man?
There you go.
Exhausted from that?
Yeah, he's exhausting.
Now, what people don't know is Roland has been working on this all week, and the reason I didn't formally announce Tommy Wiseau as the guest was because there was so much confusion as to what was going on. I don't think most of us here didn't have full faith that he was going to show up. He was sending... his quote-unquote publicist was sending Roland emails that appeared to be from Tommy himself. But, I mean, it came through, Roland. You did a hell of a job. You got him a car service. You treated him like royalty.
Got car service, and then today at 1:40, 2 o'clock, they pick up with a 3:30, switched addresses.
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
So what was your experience with Tommy like, Roland? You were the talent booker, of course, on this.
They called me from downstairs. I said, just check in, and I'll meet you on 36. And he had none of that. He said, come and greet me.
Is that what he said? Those are his words?
Come and greet me. And so I went downstairs.
Yes. And this was when he first got here today.
I checking in. I said, I just need your IDs. And he has a photocopy of his California ID, apparently.
Wow.
Wait.
A photocopy. And
but he doesn't have the actual ID. He walks around with a photocopy
yes.
of it.
And the woman goes, I'm sorry, we have to call security up. So I was like, no problem. He goes, no. This is my movie.
Yeah,
I am the director.
Can I just say
he said that to the security?
Yeah, and then he stepped back and went, Roland, just take care of this for me.
Little does he know that we've had literally this happened to Lady Gaga. She's down there and she's like, I am Lady Gaga. They're like, I don't care. Give me your ID.
Yeah, just bring an ID.
I think he did enjoy it though, because security came down, whisked him in.
Okay.
So Sirius XM security had to go down and bring him up.
Yeah, you have to. Yeah,
big time on the Sam Roberts show.
What caliber of guest would you say generally gets car service and then has Sirius XM security come from up here all the way downstairs?
Well, Gervais took me a week for approval for car service.
Ricky Gervais. It took you a week to get a car service for Ricky Gervais.
Before Don. Don's awesome, because Don's easy. He goes, if you need it, use it. So it makes my life easier.
Yeah. And you're
before it was like...
You got him a Red Bull, too.
No worries.
Did you have to buy the Red Bull?
No, because I know the other guy who works for Hits One hides a stash in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
So you had to take one of Hits One's Red Bulls for Tommy?
He doesn't know yet.
He's probably going to be really mad.
What's for Tommy Wiseau? He's got to understand.
It was nice and cold.
All right, let's hear a little bit.
Look icy, yeah.
I said, I don't get liners from most of the guests.
Why would you?
Yeah.
I'm bad at this, Nicole. We already talked about this.
But I told him that
I don't even remember pictures most of the time.
Yeah, I go, Sam's a big fan. He goes, yeah, but I would not go soft on him. I may go hard. I don't know.
And he did go hard, didn't he? He went hard in the motherfucking paint.
He went ham on your ass.
0 to 100.
Let these N-words know who I am. That's what he came in screaming. Is that right, kid?
Hell yeah.
Troy, just nod to me. Did you listen to the interview? Did you hear when he said that he likes to use the N-word privately around his friends? You loved that part.
Sam, also, he's going to use a car for an extra stop.
He is?
Yeah, because he goes, where's Whole Foods? I said, it's in Columbus Circle. He goes, well, that'll be first stop one.
I'd love to hang out with him, drink with him, or
Let's go to Mark in New Jersey. Mark. Mark!
What?
Oh, boy. Well, your phone sucks. But he was asking if we got hi, Sam, liners. And so I sent Troy and Sal into the room, no pun intended, into the production studio with Tommy Wiseau. And I said, I didn't write anything because I'm not good at this. I'm spur of the moment. I was in Orlando until a minute ago, and then I was here, and I'm just kind of figuring this out as I go. So I don't have anything written down, but, you guys have seen the movie.
Yeah.
Do stuff that's funny for the show. And Troy said that he's got about 3 minutes worth of liners.
Cannot wait. I don't know what to do.
He said that we should definitely play now.
Okay, let's definitely do it.
Okay, this is the uncut.
But he put his hands up, though.
Let's hear.
Oh, hi, Sam.
But he wanted to say this is
Sam Roberts. So yeah,
Sam Roberts. Can you write this down, Sam Roberts?
Sure.
He had just first of all, I had just spoken to him for an hour, and he had just inscribed 2 autographs to me. And he needs to. Can you write this down? Sam Roberts might be the most broadcast-friendly name in the history of the media.
But just for the future, you need to have a liner sheet.
Yeah?
Yeah, you
is that the way they do it in radio?
Sam Roberts show, yeah.
You can't rely on your name being so pussy.
So what do you want to do exactly?
Just do
This is a show of the
Yeah,
Sam Roberts?
this is Tommy Wiseau, and you're listening to the Sam Roberts Show.
Did you just call me Sam Rogers?
Sam Roberts.
He
with
might
S?
have.
Yep, with an S.
Okay, got it.
Not Robert, Sam Robert.
So Sam Robert, I don't know how many of you caught it, but when I read the description of his sitcom from his website, what was it? It was one of it was totally he missed the plural on something. Whatever it was, but it's not a huge surprise that.
It's just like
Show.
Should I put show? You want to put show?
Sam Roberts show. Just show.
Yep.
What's
it's difficult.
Okay, we got it.
Oh, he's got it.
Are you recording?
Yep.
Give me cue.
Go for it.
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen Sam.
Wait, so he needed a cue?
Like a conductor cue.
Just start doing it. It's like there's one sentence.
One of his assistants said, "Hey guys, just so you know, he's not French."
Really?
What?
Yeah, I was like, "What is he?" He goes, "I don't know."
Fuck out of here.
Damn. So they're telling me that they had to point to Tommy to go. Like, okay, he's not going until somebody points
He's
to him.
a director. He's used to action.
Like Wayne's World. Like in
Action.
5, 4, 3.
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen Sam Roberts show. Hope you enjoy it. Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you're listening Sam Roberts show. Hope you enjoy it.
You want to? Could you do like maybe like you tearing me apart, Sam, or something like that?
I don't know if he wants that.
He said.
I have never in my life heard a celebrity go into the liner booth and have the producer say, "Hey, could you do this?" And the celebrity looks at the producer and goes, I don't know if he wants that, though.
He's
like, you know what? I'm not going to trust your word for it, even though you work for him. Yeah. If I don't hear that out of Sam's mouth, I'm not going to do it.
Means he felt like you guys had a connection, and he didn't want to mess with you creatively. If that wasn't creatively where you were going with the liners, he didn't want you to.
I can't imagine what he was like on that movie set. Even when we were taking photos after the show, after the interview, when we were on the commercial break, he goes, "No, I'm going to choreograph this. I'm going to choreograph this. You stand over here. You stand over here. Perfect. No, you stand here."
And grabbed. And moved us around.
Yeah.
Yes.
But when he moved us around, who was he standing next to? Me.
Duh.
He thought we had a connection.
You're his moisture.
The Sam Robert show.
Sam Robert.
A bunch of things. Whatever you're comfortable with.
Yeah, I don't know. Okay, you ready?
Yeah.
Can you show me? Can you rewind? Let me listen. Yeah.
He wanted to rewind so he could hear what he had just done, even though he was being asked to do something completely different.
Yeah.
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you're listening Sam Roberts show.
Doing it again?
He keeps forgetting the two Sam Roberts.
And Sal is just like in there going like, that's the reverse of what I just asked you to do, but he's going like, nice. Like he doesn't know what to do.
You are tearing me apart, Sam Roberts show. You are tearing me apart.
I can't even take it. Too much.
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen to Sam Roberts show, and we'll be right back.
And then let's do one that says, "You are back."
Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and we are back more with Sam Roberts show. Hey, we are back from.
These are the greatest things I've ever heard in my life.
These should be the only things you use in production?
Yeah. Like, that's it. Every show. We come back from every break. Rogers' show. You know what he does? I don't know if you guys have heard Bobo on Opie's show, but, like, Bobo trails off at the end of his very enthusiastic sentences.
Yeah.
Like, did you hear him go, "You are tearing me apart, Sam"?
Loses steam.
What is that?
I don't know.
It's his line. He wrote it and performed it.
Hey, we are back. What?
We're back.
Okay. Hey, we are back more with Sam Roberts show. Check.
I'm gonna pee in my pants.
I've never heard of anybody checking after the liner's done.
Oh my God.
Can't get enough of this shit.
I mean, either I could listen to this all day. Literally. The Sam Robb show.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus Christ! He wanted. Let's hear a little bit more of this because I'm hearing what his motivation.
I'm crying. By the way, I'm crying.
When you say he pointed to the screen, you mean the screen with the waveforms on it? Okay, so like the way this works is we live in 2014,
right?
And we don't tape on reel to reel anymore. We tape on what they call computers. Believe it or not, it's serious. We have computers that fit into individual rooms.
No,
and every room has multiple of them here.
Crazy.
So we use those to record these liners, and you can see the audio waveforms as they're recorded.
More with Sam Roberts show. Check. Yeah, we'll do one more. But
Okay,
let's just listen. No, show me like the. Give me cue one more time.
Ready?
Yeah.
One.
Did you actually play him back for him? So he had to go back and.
No.
He went back and listened to him, and was he like, okay, nailed it?
Oh my God, I don't know what to do.
No,
my head hurts.
Troy's not allowed to talk on the air, so he has to write the responses to me.
Sucks.
He asked Troy to erase it. So he could do it again.
Did you pretend to erase it?
Well, we're hearing it.
Good job.
What did you just select it and go, now it's erased? Good for you, buddy.
No. What do you want me to say?
Oh, we are back with more of the Sam Roberts show.
Got it.
Go.
We are back more of Sam Rabbit's show. Let me do one more.
Did you say rabbits?
But he's a proud American.
Sam Rabbits.
I do love that he just said, like Troy said it once. We're back with more of the Sam Roberts show. He goes, got it.
Shut up,
done.
Troy.
End of discussion with me and you, buddy. Take your tats and shut your mouth.
Sam Rabbits.
And then he goes, back to the Sam Rabbits.
We are back with more of Sam Roberts show.
Perfect.
Check that.
He said perfect.
Check that. Check that, he just told him.
I love that you guys are saying perfect.
Okay. We are back more of Sam.
Oh,
Okay.
that's not English.
We are back more of Sam Roberts show. Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen to Sam Roberts show.
Sam Roberts.
That's a new.
Were those noises he was making?
Yes, he was making those noises when we were taking the picture.
Yeah, but why was he making them when he was doing production? What is that
Maybe
noise?
it's his thing.
Let's listen again.
Special effects.
More of Sam Roberts show. Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen to Sam Roberts show.
It's his I'm excited sound, I think.
I feel like we're at Skywalker Ranch. That's like... That's the real deal.
That's what me and him got the connection, because, I do those stupid sounds when I,
Yeah.
Pow! In your mouth.
But this is the thing. He said he's claiming he is an American, a proud American. He
Right.
cannot read one line over and over. It was almost like, what's his name? The boxer.
Oh, no.
Yeah, it was.
Might have been worse.
Floyd Mayweather.
He might have been worse than
Remember
Floyd
when
Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather could not read? I don't know if you heard the audio. Who could? But
No,
Floyd,
I heard that's a joke.
no,
not
he can't
a joke.
read for shit.
No.
That's my
50
boy.
Cent challenged him to read a page out of a children's book. He did not answer the challenge.
Oh, shit.
A little more. Let's end this torture of poor Tommy.
We are back more of Sam Roberts show. Hey, this is Tommy Wiseau, and you listen Sam Roberts show.
Perfect. Great.
Perfect.
Listen to Troy and Sal's just blowing smoke. Sal's going like, that was a really good one. Yeah, Troy's like, perfect.
Nice.
Wow. Apparently, Troy's telling me that his motivation, why he said perfect.
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking there, like, Troy must have just wanted to, like, make him feel good.
Yeah.
Let's all, like, I want to make sure the guests leave on a positive note. Troy's letting me know that he really was just hoping to get him out of the studio ASAP. He said it was very uncomfortable.
Understandable.
Very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
His assistant said you got a lot out of him that he never did before the interview.
Sam.
Yeah.
He said there's like a couple of stuff that he never heard before.
Like what? Do you have any idea what it was?
I don't know what he was talking about. Because then Whole Foods came into the picture.
Right, well, he wants to stop at Whole Foods. He's got a car supplied by this great company.
He goes, Sam got a lot of information. He goes, with that thing. He goes, well, Whole Foods.
Roland, will you do me a favor? Will you tell every single person who's been working at this company part-time for years, just trying to make that introductory level salary that we paid for Tommy Wiseau's car to get here?
Right.
And an extra trip to Whole Foods.
Yeah, and a trip to Whole Foods.
I mean, you literally, this interview might go down in history.
I told everybody it'd be epic and legendary.
Just, you really felt strongly about that.
I told everybody that this would be like a legendary, untouchable moment.
I told you.
I did.
I'm so excited.
Are you going Sunday?
Should we go on Sunday?
I mean, I have plans,
I
but
told
I
him
cancel
no.
them.
He was very upset.
You said no.
He said, I give you +1.
Don't
Why'd
you
you
know
say
to
no?
Don't you know to say yes
You
and
just
then you
say
just don't
yes.
go?
I said, maybe. I got to have a concert the night before, so we'll see. He goes,
Do we know what time it is at?
No.
10 at night.
On a
Okay,
Sunday?
Sunday night? I mean, honestly, just for the experience, I might be willing to just deal with no sleep and go.
And who could you would go?
I'll go. On Sunday, I'm cool. Saturday's my son's birthday, so.
We might have to.
We'll talk this weekend.
Let's go to Larry in Tennessee. What's up, Larry?
Hi, Sam, you madman, you professional broadcaster.
That's exactly
I
right.
wonder if Roland is going to get a D in the A in the future because the precedent has been set that the guest gets car service and all that if it's going to turn into a D in the A later.
Dick in the ass is what the D in the A stands for, Roland. I don't know, Roland. It sounds like you don't deserve a dick in the ass. You deserve a dick wherever you want it, quite frankly.
Agreed.
As a matter of fact, if you want to bend somebody over and stick yours in them, feel free.
Yeah.
You did this show, the Sam Roberts Friday show. You did this show a great service today.
Yeah.
Plus, though, this was a rare occasion where he wasn't going around doing press.
He's doing no interviews, is he?
No, he came here specifically to do this.
Oh, wow.
And then he's doing his Q&A and his press junket tomorrow at the theater.
That's it.
So that's why he made a special exception to come here.
Because you're a great man, Roland. You're a great
I
man.
said we'll offer this so he can come in.
And give him an hour. He can talk his shit.
And he plugged everything?
Plug everything. We were talking to Nicole about how, she works at the Mashup, so she sees every celebrity, every big celebrity that comes in here. How surprised were you? I mean, that hallway at 5 p.m. on a Friday afternoon filled up for people trying to get photos with Tommy Wiseau.
I don't believe it.
It was a long line.
It was incredible, wasn't it?
Longer than Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was long.
Well, I think Tommy Wiseau, just as he lives, is a better character than Kermit the
Tommy
Frog.
Wiseau did the Eric Nagel.
What's that?
He made Eric take a picture with Tommy when Eric didn't want a picture with Tommy.
That's Travis was telling me that he said, you too, you're going to have one too. Oh, well, Roland, I loved it. Nicole, did you...
My days, mate. This is one of the greatest days of my life.
I told you, and you were afraid of murder or rape.
Terrified.
And Don Wicklund just texted me. He said, hilarious interview. Great job.
He loved it.
Thank you,
He loved
Don.
it.
Thank you, Dandy Don Wicklund.
Because of him, we got the interview, too.
Because he's hooked up to car service. He's the man. He knows, because you know what? Because Don is a guy.
Content.
Who cares about content? You know how long it's been since we had somebody watching over this show that actually cared about content? It's a very valuable thing. Who cares? It doesn't happen for us.
For real?
No.
Someone watching over your shit?
Hell no.
Christina in Oklahoma.
It's like this.
Hey, Sam.
What's up?
I'm not familiar with this guy, but this program is hysterical. I'm stuck in bumper-to-bumper traffic, and I'm laughing my ass off, and I'm so embarrassed because people are staring.
No, don't be. And I couldn't believe. You know what I couldn't believe? I repeated to him multiple times, you don't have to like it, you just have to enjoy it. That statement is the most asinine thing I've ever heard in my life. It doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Like,
well, does this guy have such a high IQ that his mind is just jumbled and he can't get shit out?
Maybe. I don't know. He's an enigma, but I'm glad we could entertain you, Christina.
But listen, one more thing.
Yes.
My favorite part of Opie and Jim is waiting for your laughter outburst in the background.
Thank you very much.
That makes my day.
Awesome. Very good to hear. Thank you, Christina.
Have a good one.
Oh, man.
I mean, me as a black man, he was cool. You know what I'm saying?
He get the card.
Like, a person like me is not supposed to be interested in a man like that.
Agreed.
No. You saw
Even when he walked there, I was like,
he walked in.
One of those weird,
He had like
stupid white shit.
4 leather belts draped across his jeans.
What was that outfit?
Long black hair, which he insists he doesn't dye.
That I got to pull, by the way.
He had he had a digital, what do you call it? The smoking shit.
The vaporizer thing?
Yeah, the vaporizer.
Huh.
So that's.
Is it weed, do you think, or tobacco?
Probably that wax. You know, they got the liquid thing now. So he's a...
Nicole, would you have sex with Tommy Wiseau if you were single?
For novelty? Honestly, yes.
That's so cool.
Novelty.
That's why I love having you around.
Not because I actually would attract to him.
Right, but just because.
I would have to just to say that I did.
I would have so many questions for you. The interview, the post-sex interview with Nicole would be the only interview longer than the Tommy Wiseau interview actually was.
You know what I would do? I would study the movie intently to make sure I could use some of the lines while we were making love, as he likes to say.
Right, it's not a fuck scene or a sex scene.
No.
Let's go to Joe in Philly. What's up, Joe?
damn phenomenal show. This is goddamn hysterical.
Thanks.
I got one question. Did anyone bother to ask him to record? I would like to order a hamburger.
He does. I'm so mad we didn't do that.
Fake Steve Martin French accent. Hamburger. Rich in St. Louis.
Who the fuck is this guy?
Dude, you got me. I mean, I'm obsessed with him.
You might be able to. He might be in the lobby still.
He probably is still
For the
there.
car services.
He's the director of one of the worst movies ever made.
Yes. Yes, inarguably. Yeah, for those that tuned in late or didn't hear, Tommy Wiseau was in here. He's the writer, director, producer, financier, and star of inarguably the worst movie that's ever been made. It's called The Room. I'm obsessed with it. I love it. You know, it's one of those worst movies that's ever been made. I could watch it every day for the rest of my life.
Amen.
But yeah, but he lives this thing. And if it's a goof, if it's a joke, I don't know what it is because he lives it. I had him in here for an hour and he didn't break.
No.
Wait, is he like Joaquin Phoenix?
He's not acting, dude.
Yeah.
He won't tell anybody where he's from. He insists
Yeah.
all he can tell. He insists he's from New Orleans.
That's one thing I didn't get. It's not a joke with this guy. It's
not a joke.
dead ass serious.
Photocopy license, man.
He walks around. He walks around, Rich, with a photocopy of his driver's license.
Yeah.
What? All the information. If somebody stole your driver's license, right? All the information that you'd be worried about them having would also exist on the photocopy of said driver's license.
What's his nationality? What is it?
We don't know.
I asked him flat out, where are you from? And his response was, next question.
Move on.
Move on. Nicole, you ever seen anything like that before?
Never in my life.
He looks Filipino, Middle Eastern.
Yeah, I mean, Nicole was trying to figure out after he left if he was Asian.
Yeah, I was getting an Asian vibe a little bit, or there was I have no idea. It kept changing for me.
His assistants don't know.
Yeah. What does that tell you?
I can't believe he actually had assistants. I could have sworn it was just him pretending to be people.
But the assistants talk like him, though. That one guy.
And they were laughing while we were doing the interview over on the couch, like
dying.
they knew that this is just you can't write this shit.
Yeah. I guess they just like being around him. I guess I would hang out around him for a while. But, I mean, I like uncomfortable.
I know you do.
Chris in Brooklyn. Oh, sorry. Go ahead. What were you
I
going
was
to say?
going to ask, does he look like he had a good diet? Like, is he a vegetarian or he has extremely great cocaine for the last 10 years?
No, there's not cocaine is not happening with him.
You don't think so?
cocaine.
Zero.
What makes you say that?
I just know. It's not. Yeah.
Whole Foods.
No.
What are is it because he's kind of slow?
He's just too, yeah.
There's no drugs at all.
He doesn't seem manic.
No, he's too introspective.
Yeah.
And, yeah. No.
Yeah.
Wow.
No.
He's a Looney Tunes, but no drugs.
Yeah.
He's a Looney Tune.
Chris in Brooklyn, sorry about that.
That's all right, Sam. I just wanted to apologize for calling him up and asking him if he sucked 6 million dicks.
I mean, look, the bottom line is, was that an inappropriate question? Yes. Am I glad that we got the final answer on that? Yes. So it worked out. But the thing about it is, and I truly feel this way, all joking aside, like, I think he's a lot funnier and a lot more interesting to just talk to. And you don't have to point out that what he's saying is ludicrous.
Right.
Just let him keep talking and just kind of live in that. You know?
Hey, did he remind you of Ian Halperin? Didn't he?
Look, I would say he's like several levels deeper than Ian Halperin. Ian Halperin is like he's just got this sort of cloak of lies that is so easy to see through. I think that Tommy Wiseau has layers upon layers to dig through. Let's go to thanks for the apology though, Chris.
Yeah.
Let's go to Nick in Philly. What's up, Nick?
Thanks, Sam. It's Friday.
Yeah, that's right. Thanks, Sam. It's Friday.
Next time is Friday.
I was in work, so I missed the whole interview, and you guys were teasing yesterday, and I would never have guessed it was the guy from the room. But
You didn't realize it was?
No, not at all. But
Awesome.
is it available on Netflix, first of all? And second of all, have you seen Thanksgiving yet?
I have not seen Thanksgiving, but
It's a treat.
is it?
Thanksgiving treat.
I gotta tell you, he was adamant. I asked him, and I insisted that he should have his shit on iTunes and Netflix and all that, and he said he refuses. He thinks the theater experience is where it's at.
You can't even. Can you get it on DVD or anything?
You can get it on DVD if you go to Amazon, and his website is the roommovie.com, I think.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thanks, buddy.
theroommovie.com.
Let's go to Eric in New York. What's up, Eric?
Hey, this is Zach in New York.
That's all right.
Yeah. First of all, I met Tommy Wiseau in person. When I was living in London. I went to a screening of The Room that he was at with Greg Sestero at the time. And in person, he's really quiet but really nice, and he's kind of different from what you show on the radio. I'm just wondering, do you guys think that his whole personality is part of some larger performance piece that he's actually putting on a big act? Do you remember when Joaquin Phoenix did that whole fake thing and put on a rap career and everything?
He would have to be really good.
He did the documentary. Yeah, the thing is, he would have to be amazing because number one,
Academy Award winner to do that with us.
This character's insane, and number two, he's been doing it for 15 years.
I'd be willing to say that who he is 1,000,000% real.
I think so too. Why are you making a face just now, Roland?
I got the call from the car service.
Oh no!
They think Obama's in town, and the car has now moved in 30 minutes.
Well, he's still downstairs?
Yeah.
Holy shit!
Well,
and I said, when's the earliest? He going, honestly, 6:30.
He's going to be down there after the show when we're leaving.
I don't want to do that.
No, I don't want to do it either.
Can we walk together?
Can we order pizza?
Yeah, it's...
What do we do, dude?
Remember I told you it took me almost 20 minutes to get in here.
I was a half hour late.
They have 4 trucks. They're all dead stop.
I wasn't moving on the way here.
Yeah,
Wow.
so I have to text him right now saying...
Go downstairs and talk to him.
No.
Yes, go downstairs and talk to him.
But send
and then come back up
somebody
here and
with
tell
you
me.
to tape it.
Just go downstairs and talk to him and tell me what he says.
Just text him Obama.
Why would you put Roland in this uncomfortable position?
Can you just text him and say, hey...
Fuck ISIS.
Should I text him and just say...
No, go downstairs.
You talking to him or his assistant?
I have to tell them all 3.
Go talk to him downstairs. I want you to tell me what his face looks like.
All right.
All right.
Do you want me to call in and he can talk to you how angry he is?
No. I just want you to have to deal with it and then come back upstairs and tell me about it.
What? You're going to hell, Sam.
I don't think so. Let's go to Tommy in Carolina.
Sam Roberts, you are a fucking genius to keep me riveted to that freak for 2 hours.
You couldn't stop, right?
A dozen times I was trying to change the channel because I was about to puke, and I couldn't stop. It's like watching a train wreck.
Yes! Yeah, good. I'm glad it worked.
You actually tested yourself today with this interview, huh?
You think so?
I think so, because he went at you, man. He saw that you're a pussy, and he went at you.
And what did I do?
You went back at him.
Right, but still kind of in a pussy way, right?
It's still a pussy, but you held your pussy tight. You know what I'm saying?
Nice
Yeah, I'm a tight pussy.
Clenched it.
You didn't give up the pussy.
No, I did not. He didn't. He's not going to take that pussy from me.
No chance.
No.
I might give it to him by the end of it.
Absolutely. I was ready to.
Yeah. Let's go to. And what didn't I tell you this was going to be legendary, Nicole?
And I was like, God, I literally was on my way here, and I was like, oh my God, this is going to be something else.
This is one of my favorite things about this show, that I really don't give Nicole and Who Kid much heads up at all.
Much heads up? You give us 0. You tell us nothing, and I hate it.
I'm like, just show up. I got it.
Hate it.
I'm like, hey, Nicole, watch this movie. And you're like, what the fuck is this?
Sitting with my child watching Tommy Wiseau.
Like no research.
I just got a text from Don Wicklin, who's a program director. He's the one who's helped us out. He said, tell Tommy to cab it home. We got what we needed. He said he's got a one-way car service for Tommy Wiseau. Kristen in Georgia.
Hey guys, how are y'all doing today?
Good.
What up?
I have a theory just from listening to him. I'm not familiar with the movie, but I'll be watching it immediately when I get home today. But I feel like he had kind of a Transylvanian or Romanian accent. What if he's a vampire that's been sort of alive for hundreds of years, and that's why he doesn't know how to explain anything and can't really...
Honestly, I wouldn't be that surprised. Like, because if you're alive for hundreds of years, what's your context? How do you relate to people? Right?
Yeah, you just stick it, you keep it very simple and just straightforward, but he knew obscure things like all that talk about the HD versus 35 mil with the pixels and everything. He just seems like he'll latch onto a few facts to kind of...
But even those facts, and thank you, Kristen, I think he very well might be a vampire. Even those facts didn't make any sense.
I didn't get that. I was in Romania last weekend.
I just kept nodding my head and yesing him to death. I had no idea what he was talking about.
He looks exactly the same as he did when the movie came out.
Really?
12 years ago.
Very vampire-esque.
Yeah.
Got the shades shades and everything.
Yeah, he doesn't like the lights.
Never thought of it.
I almost made fun of that, but I didn't want to be mean. I don't like when people come in, any celebrity comes in with sunglasses on,
You should have said something.
refuses to take them off. But I felt like that's his thing that makes him feel cool. So I wanted him to feel cool.
So yeah, he said he had cataracts though.
I don't remember him saying he had cataracts.
You just made that up.
He told me that on the low.
Oh, he did? On the low, though?
Just like he said Edward on the low.
He said, I got cataracts, Edward. Jamie in Pennsylvania.
Can't see me, son.
Hey guys, how's it going?
Sorry.
I thought it was hilarious when he when you asked him about the plastic spoon and how he says everything's planned out and has an answer, but then he really didn't have an answer for that.
I know.
Oh, he said wooden spoons are more expensive. It didn't make any sense.
Who uses a wooden spoon?
And it's a photo.
Oh, God.
It's a photo of a spoon.
How about the guy at the end? We just put the other guy in there on the line.
It's like, I wanted him to say this, so he's another character who says it.
Oh, God.
And that's how, as a director, that's how I saw it. Lou in Jersey.
Hey, Sammy and crew, how you doing?
Good.
Hey.
Hey, Sammy, fantastic interview today, and
Thanks.
I'm so glad that you had it done because I've been defending the movie The Room to everybody. Okay? All right, and I can now say that someone else enjoys the movie The Room because I've been getting a lot of hate on that.
Fuck that.
I never get it. It's my choice, and I always suggest The Room, and nobody wants it.
It's weird.
I'm so glad that I have the Blu-ray now, because like that's a movie that when you have friends over, I mean, maybe if you're doing drugs, but maybe if you're sober too. I'm a sober guy.
Yeah.
And I just sit there and just watch and giggle at every scene evilly. Like just mean evil giggling.
Yeah.
Thanks,
well,
buddy.
I appreciate this call because I'm going to suggest a room tonight. Hopefully, they'll go through with it. But
probably
I'll
not
get
gonna
something
work.
again.
Yeah, we'll see what Jess. Well, I'm going to see what Jess wants to watch. Thanks, buddy.
Don't make her watch it again.
I think I might. We're going to take a quick break.
Make her watch it again.
We got time for a quick break, and then we'll be back. We got more show. I want to get an update from Roland and Who Kid. I want to read to you the dress code at Hogan's Beach. Hulk Hogan has a beach restaurant. You see this?
Yeah.
Oh, get out of here.
I want to read you the dress code. We got a whole bunch of stuff to get to.
Dress code.
And I have an update on Utopia. I don't know if we'll have time.
All right, well, come on, let's go.
That's the thing. I just don't know if we'll have time.
Hurry the fuck up.
Yeah, and we'll be back with more radio here on Sam Roberts Friday Show. Welcome back.
This shit right here.
To the Tommy Wiseau Friday Show. Just kidding. Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Who sang this song?
I think this was Rick Dillinger. Is that right, Travis?
I have no idea. Artist is Hulk Hogan, as it should be.
Well, it comes from Hulk Hogan's soul.
That's what it says. The artist is Hulk Hogan.
That's important.
Right.
Oh, you sing it out, baby.
As I was saying at the top of the show, I had a big wrestling day yesterday.
You did.
I went to Orlando and got to see where WWE has built a school to send all these wrestlers to. Like they have it's a warehouse. It's got 7 rings. It's got a gym. It's got doctors on staff, trainers on staff. Like in order to be a WWE wrestler now, you have to get invited. You can't enroll. You get invited.
Are you serious?
To their like wrestling school, and it was really an amazing place. But yeah, I'm getting a text. Rick Derringer is right. But while I was there, I kept getting texts and tweets from people that were like, "You got to see this," and it's the Hulk Hogan's got a restaurant.
Yeah.
Now a lot of people are sitting there going, "Yeah, Pasta Mania, it's in the Mall of America," but I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
Pasta
Mania went out of business some time ago. Pasta Mania did not survive the recession. It was not recession free. Who could?
I didn't know that.
But he's got a new restaurant called Hogan's Beach. And I didn't know where it was in Florida. I was out there in Orlando. And I was hoping that I'd hang out at Hogan's Beach, because who wouldn't want to hang out at Hogan's Beach? But I guess it's in Tampa, so I did not get to go. However, I did get to see, I think the first place I saw this was some wrestling website, some fan or some person went to, it was Reddit. Some person went to his beach, Hogan's Beach. It's been open for like a year. And I guess he was the first person to just take a photo of this sign, who could. Hogan's Beach dress code. There's a dress code.
Yeah.
To Hogan's Beach.
At a beach
It's a beach restaurant, and it's Hulk Hogan. On the poster, on the logo, is Hulk Hogan wearing a bandana and having a handlebar mustache.
Do we think Hulk made this list?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Yes, I do. I think Hulk Hogan, brother, he makes sure
brother,
that whatever he says goes. I mean, he's got creative control in everything that he does. All right, listen to this, Who Kid. You tell me what you think of this. It says, attention all customers, dress code, this is at Hogan's Beach Restaurant, will be strictly enforced. It's bold and underlined, dude.
All right, brother.
So, brother, he's not messing around. You tear away that shirt, brother, there's going to be somebody to answer to. All right?
Oh, my God.
This says no exceptions. No shirts, no shoes, no dice.
Come on, man. You serious?
It says, no, it says no exceptions. Shirts and shoes are required upon entering any indoor area of the restaurant or hotel. So you have to have a shirt and shoes. Pants is whatever. Please do not enter the dining room or hotel area without appropriate clothing and footwear, or you will be asked to leave the premises. The following dress code shall be strictly enforced. Okay, so this is like, look at all these bullet points.
It's a long list.
There's a list of like, what is it, fashion police?
That's the fashion police.
Basically.
It's the Hulk Hogan and Jimmy. That's right. The Hulk Hogan and Jimmy Mouth of the South Hart fashion police.
Come on, man.
You remember what Jimmy Hart used to wear?
Exactly.
All right. It says, no, and this would be bad for you, Who Kid, no plain white T-shirts.
Nah, come on.
Or otherwise oversized T-shirts extended past mid-thigh.
That's fucked up.
Who Kid, what type of people wear white T-shirts or oversized T-shirts that go past the mid-thigh?
Drug dealers.
Specifically, though, if you had to narrow it down to an ethnicity.
Niggas.
I mean.
No attire containing profanity or otherwise deemed to be offensive by management.
Who Kid?
Niggas.
No, you could just say African Americans.
Yeah.
You could say something a little less.
Because African Americans don't dress like that.
Oh,
Who does?
Niggas.
Dear.
Good point, dude.
Nobody want niggas in their restaurant. They don't mind African American people.
Right.
Eating there.
Wow.
Like a black family.
See, that's smart.
They got their
The
kids.
Huxtables are fine.
They don't want niggas in the restaurant.
Hashtag real talk?
Real talk. Listen to how deep this goes, though.
Yeah.
No sports or sleeveless jerseys. So no jerseys whatsoever. Okay?
No niggas.
By the way, Hulk Hogan, the man who made famous for wearing a sleeveless T-shirt.
Yes.
That he ripped off.
Yes.
And a feather boa. No excessively baggy attire. I mean, that's just code word.
Yeah, dude.
This is all a sign in Hogan's restaurant.
Terrible.
I don't know why they just write no niggas. Very
Listen
easy.
to this one.
Why go through all this little detailed shit? Just say no niggas.
No.
Black people are cool. No niggas.
Oh, dear.
and we understand. Yo, black people understand the two different people, two different blacks that's out there.
They do?
They know what niggas are because black people don't even like them.
They don't.
They cause violence. They sell drugs to the kids in the community.
So is Tommy Wiseau friends with black people or N-words? Tommy Wiseau, his friends, are they black people or are they N-words?
No, they're N-words.
They are.
N-words are cool, like in a
fashion
sense.
No low-hanging pants or shorts. Pants or shorts must be worn at the waist. Okay, this is like now black kids from like 97.
I mean, like my husband doesn't even wear his shorts at his waist.
Bieber dressed like that now.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah, Justin Bieber would have no hope.
No.
At Hogan's Beach.
But who's his friends are?
Who are they?
Niggas.
This says no hats, caps, or visors worn sideways or back facing. Hats must be fully worn facing forward at all times.
These kids on the block. Mark Wahlberg would be pissed.
Yeah. And this is fucking crazy for Hogan's Beach. No do-rags, skull caps, or bandanas.
It does not say that.
It says no bandanas. You can't walk into Hulk Hogan's restaurant wearing a bandana. You goddamn blonde mustachioed hypocrite. What is that?
I give up.
What is that?
Well, he wanted to be an equal opportunist. You can't wear the bandanas. You can't wear the do-rags.
Brother, bandanas are fine. No do-rags, though, brother.
Right.
Because who wears do-rags?
I think a lot of people copied Hulk Hogan's style.
You think
He asked you a question.
Oh, I'm sorry, niggas.
Oh, this is crazy. No torn or soiled clothing.
Since you can't come in if you shit yourself?
How about if you tear your shirt off? Like you're Hulk goddamn Hogan.
Oh my God.
Brother, I did that in the ring, brother, not before dinner.
I mean, that's a dirty nigga.
That's right. That's right. Oh, this is code. No work boots.
Oh my God!
Come on, come on.
That might be racist.
That one's racist. That one screams racism.
Oh, I don't know what a work boot is.
It's like a Timbo.
It's like a big ass boot.
Yeah.
White people wear Timbos.
Yeah.
And I don't know if I could get in with this Tommy Wiseau dog tag.
Yeah.
No oversized or excessive jewelry.
You'd be out.
Yeah, who kid? You're done. You can't
finished.
walk in with your gold AK-47 around your neck. Believe it or not.
Or your iced out Pharaoh piece.
Yeah, or my giant gold Pharaoh.
I gotta see this.
I should be wearing it more often.
Yeah, can I see it tomorrow when we hang?
Do you know how fucking cool everybody in Orlando would have thought I was if I was walking around in that Pharaoh necklace?
Not so much, honey.
You don't think so?
No.
You haven't seen it. You don't know.
I just can't picture you in any sort of oversized piece of jewelry, period.
I'm going to wear that shit apple picking.
Okay.
Everybody's going to think I'm the man.
Okay.
Apple picking.
Yeah, that's right.
You want to come?
I gotta see this.
No workout clothing, he also says, including tracksuits, jumpsuits, sweatpants, basketball, gym, or mesh shorts.
No, Italians can't eat there.
Right.
It ain't a pasta spot.
Somewhere Run DMC is like, oh man, not even with my Adidas. Unfortunately, here's the thing. Hulk Hogan is a racist, but he's totally out of touch. So he has no idea what black people actually wear.
This might be, didn't he apologize? I swore I could be fully wrong. Didn't he come out and like say he was wrong?
I think he did.
Okay.
No camouflage.
Oh, well.
Unless with military ID.
Oh my God, you have to have military
ID if you want to wear camo.
He's a real American.
And no high-top sneakers.
Damn,
the
man.
fuck can you wear to this
Can't
restaurant?
wear no Jordans?
Yeah, no high-top sneakers.
Come on.
It says, this is a beach party and beach attire is required. It sounds like it's not allowed.
It's really angry.
So how are you? Is there a list of what you could wear?
I don't know, because I wanted to go to Hogan's Beach dressed up as Hulk Hogan, and I can't.
Oh, I know, because you're not allowed.
And I wanted to dress up as Hulk Hogan post-entrance Hulk Hogan with like the tearaway shirt kind of torn away.
Right. And
Can't
a bandana.
And a bandana. Damn. And I'm sure that I can't find wrestling boots, so I was going to wear yellow work boots.
Oh, man.
Still would have looked cool.
Yeah.
Who's eating in there?
I don't know.
0 people.
That's the other thing. When you have a customer basis that has to be nil,
come on.
What are you doing being picky about who comes in?
This is the word nil.
First of all, I go
Smart people. Me and Tommy Wiseau.
I eat at Nobu hooded out.
You do?
Yeah.
Work boots and all?
You can, as long as you pay that bill. It's like $40 bill.
Right.
$40?
$400.
Okay, that sounds more like it.
It's BBQ.
Yeah. I saw Jeezy buy a $20,000 bottle of champagne.
Yeah.
Like, if you're going to wear work boots and buy $20,000 worth of beach food, let him in the restaurant.
agreed.
You
Why
know?
would you stop this guy?
Doesn't make any sense.
F you, Hulk.
Red in Kansas?
That's some weird shit.
Hey, Sam, how's it going?
Good, buddy.
Thank you for the opportunity to ask that question earlier. I've been messed up since the first time I watched The Room on that tuxedo football thing and then no wedding. Where can we get a replay of this? Is it on demand?
It will be on demand, and I'm going to tell you something right now. If Eric Nagel fucks up my on demand for the third week in a row, I'm gonna behead somebody. I'm gonna feed Eric Nagel to ISIS if he gets this fucking show messed up again.
Shit.
All right, Eric, are you hearing me? You've done great today, by the way. You did great with Tommy. You were in here to get the pictures, made sure the liners got done. You were amazing.
Shit.
But you're getting beheaded if I wake up tomorrow morning for the third Saturday in a row and the Tommy Wiseau show is not perfect, I'm gonna fucking eat people.
Like, how is he messing it up?
Like,
how soon is this available?
It should be available tonight, if not tomorrow. Eric just texted me and went, I heard.
Good to know.
He'll get it right. But it'll be available tonight or tomorrow morning. And the replay of the show, by the way, is Sunday at noon if you're a traditional radio
Is that
listener.
why I get text messages sometimes?
Sunday at noon.
Okay,
yeah, it airs again Sunday at noon.
Excellent.
So
Great
definitely.
show. Thank you very much.
Thank you. And before we go, just for tradition's sake.
Say, Sam, it's Friday.
So bad. Yeah. It's so bad.
I love
Awful.
it.
Well, listen, Roland, real quick.
The
Update.
man.
Update.
No.
Tommy Wiseau, last we checked, Tommy Wiseau was stuck downstairs. Obama was stopping his car.
Wondering about the cities, how you'll find him. I'm over here.
He's wandering around the city?
Yeah. I say, when Carter, you're supposed to like stand still. He goes,
What?
Yeah, so, but the car service is still stuck until 6:30.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
And then he goes, I have money. I take cab. Okay, bye-bye.
No.
Yeah.
Serious?
Yeah.
So did you cancel the car service?
I'm gonna cancel, yeah.
Good for you.
What's up with Whole Foods? How's he gonna get there?
Well, he goes, I go, there's a Subway. He goes, I don't take Subway.
So much faster.
Lady Di, I don't want to. I don't want to ruin like a really good show, but
No.
like I have a guilty conscience.
Oh no!
I wanted to say hello. I wanted to say you're in my heart always. I'm keeping track of your job thing, and definitely call the show on Monday. Call my after show. I swear to you. You call my after show if I can get on the air. If Opie doesn't go long, and I will talk to you for the entire after show. Deal?
I guess so.
All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, made it quick.
Hung up on her.
That's all right. No pain, no pain. This was a really good show, and I
Okay.
wasn't going to fuck it up at the end. Right, Who Kid?
Yeah.
I did the thing. I started strong.
Yeah.
Did the Hulk Hogan deal.
Yeah.
Tommy Wiseau was amazing. Thanks to Tommy. Roland, you did a great job. Thank you to you.
Thank you to Whole Foods.
Eric, Travis, Troy, everybody.
The crew.
Thanks to everybody. And, of course, you can follow DJ Who Kid on Twitter.
Yep.
Mashup Nicole on Twitter.
Our photos on my Instagram.
Oh, yeah?
Right, at
Just Who Kid.
At Just Who Kid, and that'll be up. Mashup Nicole and Not Sam is the same on Twitter and Instagram.
Yeah.
What's that thing they were saying on when he threw the ball back and forth?
Let's play it.
Go ahead.
Let's.
You gonna throw it at me?
I'm not gonna throw it at you.
But what is it? Oh, let's play it.
That's the phrase.
Let's
He was like,
play
"What
it.
the fuck?"
You scared the shit
Just
out
go
of me.
watch the movie tonight.
Watch The Room, everybody, and I appreciate you all listening. We'll see you next week, right here on Sam Roberts Friday Show. Goodbye. Guest that I'm referring to. Let's go to Ty. Ty, you're on Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, Sam.
What's up, buddy?
Kevin Smith.
Kevin Smith has been on the show many times. I would love to have Kevin Smith on, but it is not Kevin Smith. It's a lot more epic than any of that. Let's go to Jim in St. Paul. What's up, Jim?
How you doing, Sam?
How you doing?
I'm good. I'm so excited to hear your interview with Kevin Pollak. This is going to be awesome.
Jim, you know goddamn well that Kevin Pollak is not welcome on this show. I thought I'd made that abundantly clear.
This is going to be an epic interview. I love it.
That's not who it is. He's not. That guy is not coming on this show. Let's go to. I'm waiting. I just was about to go to somebody and hung up on him. The phones are ablaze. Let's go to Tom in Chicago. Tom.
Oh, hi, Sam. I didn't know it was you.
Next caller, Larry in Tennessee. What's up, Larry?
Well, I don't know what's up, but the self-deprecation to start the show, Sam Roberts, the great prime time, Hollywood semi-sweetheart, the F. Roberts, professional broadcaster, world-renowned professional wrestling expert, and originator of the blatantly stolen lonely virtual concept on Tumblr. The self-deprecation is always cute. But I've got to guess that it's M. Night Shyamalan.
It's a great guess. I don't think M. Night Shyamalan has been up here before. He is epic, but not to the extent that I'm talking. I mean, this one is going to shake the very foundations of all that is holy. Let's go to JP in Jersey. What's up, JP?
Yo, what's going on, Sammy?
How are you doing?
No, I'm good, man. Hey, I say it's going to be QT, Quentin Tarantino.
Quentin Tarantino is a guest I would love to have on. I could talk to that guy for hours and hours. It is not. It is not. I repeat, is not.
Fuck.
Quentin
That was my main
Tarantino.
guess.
Let's go to Grizz in Boston. What's up, Grizz?
Sam, I just want to be the first to congratulate you on getting such a big guest today.
Thank you.
Stanley Kubrick coming in today.
You know, I did try to pull that off. I went to some voodoo specialists in New Orleans. They could not. That's a booking I'm still working on.
Oh, damn. All right, well, maybe next time.
Grizz, I'm going to get him for you, though. I promise you that. And
All right,
you know,
I'm going to hold you to that.
You hold me, because here on Sam Roberts Friday Show, we do not break promises above all else. Let's go to Mike in Vermont. Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, Sam, love the show. You said filmmaker, which, is there's not many filmmakers left out there.
And I don't just mean, by the way, I don't just mean a director. I mean a true filmmaker, an artistic
the only
visionary.
filmmaker I can think of is Marty Scorsese, who's a true filmmaker.
Oof, he is a true filmmaker. I mean, all of my favorite movies, I would say. I'd go so far as to say probably my top 5 favorite movies are all Martin Scorsese movies. I mean, he just does it every time. But the one thing he is not doing is coming on this show today. It's not. It's
Bummer.
not.
Maybe next time.
Yeah, maybe next time. Let's go to Kevin. And by the way, after we get this filmmaker in here, I think this may be Sam Roberts Friday Show may become a one-stop shop for filmmakers. Let's go to Kevin in Arizona. What's up, Kevin?
Hey, so yeah, I was going to guess Roman Polanski, but I figured he'd have a hard time getting there. So I'm going to go David Lynch.
Well, I'll tell you this. I did have something very tempting to offer Roman Polanski, but he turned me down. So no, it's not Roman Polanski or David Lynch. It's not David Lynch. Let's go to Thad in Utah. What's up, Thad?
Nada, what's going on?
How you doing?
Good, buddy. I know who you got.
Who is it?
And I have a feeling he's going to be ugly, short, fat, kind of balding.
Eric's got a full head of hair.
Well, yeah, kind of, but when he wears a wig.
Who are you talking about?
Does he do porn? Ron Jeremy?
Are you talking about the hedgehog himself, Ron Jeremy? I would talk to Ron Jeremy. I would have a lot of questions for him about his penis. However, it's not Ron Jeremy. No, it is not. Let's go to Peter in Canada. Peter.
Hey, looking forward to your George Lucas interview.
I wouldn't even call George Lucas a filmmaker. He made Star Wars. He's a Star Wars maker, and that's pretty much it. He's done nothing but upset the fans of his own movie. I would have him on, but it's not George Lucas. Andy in D.C., welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Hey, I'm guessing Paul Thomas Anderson.
That's a great guess. I do absolutely love everything that Paul Thomas Anderson has done. I mean, you talk about a filmmaker, you talk about an artist, you talk about a visionary. That is P.T. Anderson. However, he and Martin Scorsese, I guess, are hanging out together somewhere because neither one of them are going to be on this show today. Let's go to David in Washington. What's up, David?
Sam, are you going to ask Woody Allen if he really fucked his daughter?
I would, and that's why I can't have him booked. I did reach out to his publicist, and his publicist said, Sam, are you going to ask him about fucking his daughter? And I said, that would be yes, question number one. And I was not able to get Woody Allen. Andrew in Virginia. Andrew.
What up?
How you doing?
Hey, congratulations on getting Rob Zombie on the show.
Rob Zombie fits the mold. You know I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I would talk to him in a heartbeat. However, he has been on this channel before. I've talked to him before here. It's not Rob Zombie this time. John?
Hey, Sammy, how you doing?
Good, buddy.
I'm going to give a stab in the dark here based on the box office right now with Tim Burton.
Oof. That's a good guess. I mean, movie after movie, you talk about visionaries, you're talking about Tim Burton. It is not, unfortunately, Tim Burton. I try to get him to bring that wife of his in here, too, but nope, no luck. Tim in Indiana. What's up, Tim?
I think it's Ken. Is it Wes Anderson?
It is not Wes Anderson. Sal is no longer a part of this channel, so the hipster element has been removed. Unfortunately, not Wes Anderson. We go to Chris in L.A. I don't know if it's Louisiana or Los Angeles, but Chris.
Los Angeles.
That's what I'm talking about. Somebody. All right, good. This is going to be good then. You're from Los Angeles, La La Land, where they make the movies. Chris, who's coming in today?
I'm saying Ben Affleck.
I mean, that's a great guess. People wouldn't think Ben Affleck because they think actor. Yeah. They don't think about all his great accomplishments as a filmmaker. Personally, I think he's a much better filmmaker than he is an actor. However, I'm not going to be able to talk to him about that because he's not coming in today. Let's go to Elizabeth in D.C. What's up, Elizabeth?
Hello. How are you, Sam?
Great.
My guess is David Fincher, Gone Girl's coming out.
Oh, David Fincher would be great. A lot under his belt to celebrate. However, he's going to have to celebrate on his own because he's not going to be in this studio today.
Not so much.
Not so much. Let's go to Jim. Jim in Jersey.
Hey, today's Sam Roberts show is a Spike Lee joint.
Oh, I would love to turn this show. I would love to turn this show into a Spike Lee joint so much that I would install treadmills throughout the studio and steady cams on everyone. So every time anybody walked around, you just had that POV shot that Spike Lee does for every single movie he ever does. However, we don't have the technology to do that, and therefore, Spike Lee will not be in today. I'm sorry to say. Let's go to Bill in Boston. Bill, welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Sam, let's share this moment together for a second. Am I right?
You might be.
Is it Mr. Tommy Wiseau?
Let's give Bill a round of applause. Yes. I shake the ground today, as in minutes. Tommy Wiseau will be making his very first appearance on Sam Roberts' Friday show, there are two reactions out there right now in Radioland. Either cheering, like years, going every day as if it was his job. Like as if it was an NFL combine or whatever. Like it's the practice facility for pro wrestlers, and they actually learn. You can take somebody that's never watched a day of wrestling, or you can take somebody that's been wrestling for 10 years, put them through this thing, and watch as they blossom into pro wrestlers. But 2K Games sent me out there because 2K Games is putting out this WWE video game at the end of the month, where this performance center is going to be a part of it. But the reason why I get into that, and that made me happy. I was hanging out with a bunch of the guys after we went to the performance center. We went to a wrestling show, and then a couple of us hung out with a bunch of the guys. We got some food afterwards, and I'm talking to these wrestlers, and I love wrestling. But, you know, we're talking about what we have going on, and I was talking about what I have going on today, why I had to get on a 6 a.m. flight this morning out of Orlando to make sure I was back in New York in time for this show. And the reason was because Tommy Wiseau from The Room is coming in here. And why I say it's a whole lifestyle, this movie, is because there were people who I admire everything else they do that were looking at me. I go, have you ever seen this movie, The Room? And they go, oh, I guess I've kind of heard of it. Is that the one where they throw spoons at the screen? And I go, yeah, that would be the one. But the people who looked at me, that I could take, because it's like, okay, at least you're kind of aware of the culture that this movie has spawned. But the people who work in the wrestling business that were sitting there going, no, I've never heard of this Room movie, I was looking at them like, you uncultured swine. What do you do with your life that you've never seen this movie? I judge people who have not seen it, especially if they're not interested in seeing it. So it's that whole thing, the whole philosophy behind not knowing or seeing it, or even being aware of the movie and not making time to be like, you know what, let me introduce this into my life. I don't understand it, and I feel like people who do live that way, there will always be a rift in between me and them. That's one of those connections. When I saw this movie, I had to show it to my wife, because I said, we can't go on. If I can't come in, if Jess, my wife, can't pick me up from somewhere, and I can't say, oh, hi, Jess, and she can't look back at me and go, oh, hi, doggy, then I don't want to be married to this woman anymore. You know, I don't want any part of that. Now, if you don't know anything I'm talking about right now, don't worry. Don't feel like it's too inside for you. I'm going to bring Tommy Wiseau in here, and we're going to make a fan out of you regardless. Let's go to Rocco. Rocco in Jersey. What's up, buddy?
What's up, dude? Have you ever heard of the guy called the Nostalgia Critic?
I have not.
He reviews old shitty movies, and he basically reviewed The Room, and he ripped it apart. It was one of the funniest things I ever seen. And just because of him, I want to see this movie.
Well, wait until you meet the guy who created it. That's all I'm going to tell you. And I don't like people who take it apart. I don't think there's any reason to take apart The Room. I think it should be celebrated for everything it is. But I'm telling you, Rocco, wait. Go ahead.
All I know is that they play a lot of football in that movie.
Oh, they love playing catch. Guys love playing catch. In this movie,
especially in their tuxedos.
Yeah, every scene that is male dialogue, like a bunch of guys standing around talking, they got to throw the football around. DJ Who Kid just walked in. Who Kid, I can't wait until you meet the guy that we have coming in studio today.
It was Brokeback Mountain 3D?
No, it's not Brokeback Mountain 3D. Welcome! What did you think? That song was out of the ecosystem? Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show. We are live here on XM 103 Series 206. Call up now, 866-WOW1-WOW. That's 866-969-1969. Welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show. You may not like it, but it is live. That's the slogan. Because every time we do this, I get, I guess, compliments from people on Twitter. So great to have live radio. It's never good radio. It's just live radio, which I guess that's where we'll start. But call up now, 866-WOW1-WOW, and get in while you can. I want to know if anybody has any guesses. You know, over the last couple of days, I was in Orlando yesterday. I'll talk about that in a second. But over the last couple of days, I've been saying that we're going to have a big guest on this show today. I tried to call in to the after show yesterday from Orlando, but I guess my phone is breaking up. I don't know. I'm on the other end of the phone. I can't control those things. But, and I'll get to, and speaking of phones, I'll get to why I'm feeling happy today, hence the song Happy. But call up now if you have any guesses as to who this mystery guest could be on today's Sam Roberts Friday show. Nicole is on her way. DJ Who Kid claims that there's cops on every corner and he's trying to get through. I think that may be a racial thing. I don't know for sure. I had no problem getting in. But when I drive around, the cops just kind of part ways. As long as I'm wearing a hat, as long as they don't see my hair, the cops just kind of part ways to let me in. But there's been a lot of speculation. We talked about it on the after show yesterday. People have been talking about it on Twitter. Who is this mystery man? And I'll give you that hint. I said man who's coming in to do the show today. Here's what I said. I said he's a filmmaker. I said he's a creator. I said he's legendary. I said he's never been on this channel before. And if you remember, Eastside Dave and myself used to do a show on Saturday nights called Special Delivery. To me, the most epic guest that we ever had was Billy Mitchell from King of Kong, the Donkey Kong champion of the world. A lot of people said it couldn't be done. We got it done. This beats that. This guest beats Billy Mitchell. If you can tell me who it is, I'll start taking calls at 866-WOW1WOW. We'll start with Baker in Baton Rouge. Baker, welcome to the show.
Hey, Sam.
How you doing?
Hey, Sam. How you doing?
Good.
I know you're a guest.
What?
Yeah. I know you're a guest.
Who's the guest?
Anthony Cumia.
Okay, well, Baker, look, I would love to have Anthony Cumia on the show, but I said he's never been on this channel before, and he's a filmmaker. I don't know why those hints would lead you to believe that that would be... Travis, did it sound to you like I was talking about Anthony Cumia?
No, but, technically this is Sirius XM Talk.
Oh.
He's never been on this channel.
Oh, maybe that's the loophole. No, he's never been on any show on this channel. I don't know that he's ever been on this platform before. Thank you, Baker.
I don't think so.
I don't think he's ever been in this building before. That's what a big deal this is. Let's go to Tyler in San Francisco. What's up, Tyler?
Well, that one just shot me down that he's never been in the building, because I was going to guess the legendary director was E-Rock.
E-Rock is a legendary director, and he came in today very upset because he told me that the internet said that he was fired. And apparently he called Opie because the internet said he was fired, and I don't know if he wanted to double check or what, but he's very gullible, but he won't be a guest on today's show, or at least he's not. The Bill in Boston is doing right now, shouting at the top of his lungs, I can't wait for this, or utter confusion and furiousness that all these great filmmakers were just named, and after all this build up, it's some guy you've never heard of. Tommy Wiseau is maybe the most eccentric filmmaker of all time. He's only made one film, and it's called The Room. He's the director, the writer, and the star of a film that is universally by some critics called the worst movie ever committed to celluloid. I'm going to be talking to him about this and a whole lot more. He's got a new sitcom coming out. Yes, Tommy Wiseau. I mean, if you haven't seen The Room, if you remember, we had Greg Sestero, who was one of the stars, the co-star of The Room. He did Opie's show. He was on my podcast a few months back. But Tommy Wiseau is the brains behind The Room. The Room, known as the worst movie of all time, this has become Rocky Horror Picture Show level legendary. People go to this movie. They know all the lines. It's a movie that either you can't understand how it was ever produced, or it completely encompasses your life. And I know for me and a lot of the guys who work around here, it has completely encompassed our lives. Anytime any of us utter even sort of a line from that movie, big laughs all around, big laughs from everybody. It's guaranteed. And Tommy Wiseau steps foot into this studio later on this afternoon. Minutes within this hour, Tommy Wiseau will be here. Nicole and Who Kid are also going to be joining me. I don't know. I gave Nicole a copy of The Room on Blu-ray. I don't know if she watched it. I kind of think she didn't because I didn't get an outraged text from her saying, "Why would you make me watch this?" I don't know if she did or not. I know Who Kid hasn't seen it. But I'm anxious to interact with Tommy myself. I'm anxious to have Who Kid and Nicole interacting with him, and I'm anxious to have all of you at home getting to call in and talk to Mr. Tommy Wiseau as he will be in live in a little while. Let's go to Zach in New York. Zach, welcome to Sam Roberts Friday Show.
Oh, hi, Sam.
Oh, hi, Zach.
Yeah, I was going to guess Wiseau. I'm going to the screening of The Room tomorrow, along with the world premiere of his new series, Neighbors.
And am I right when I say that this is one of those movies that just encompasses your life?
It's not just a movie; it's an experience.
It really is
a life-changing event.
I mean, it really becomes a lifestyle. Like, I judge people. I was sitting around yesterday, and one of the reasons, thank you, Zach, one of the reasons why I played Happy this morning, is because, or this afternoon, is because I'm in a very happy mood. I don't know if you guys were following me on Twitter and Instagram and various social media spots yesterday, but yesterday I got to be around what I love, which is pro wrestling. WWE has opened up what they call a performance center, and it's basically a doctorate school for wrestlers. They got a warehouse, right? And they cleaned it up. It looks beautiful. They filled it up with 7 rings, 7 wrestling rings. They got a gym. They have a doctor's office. They have a rehab facility. They have doctors on staff. They have trainers every day. They have a commentary room. They have a green screen room so people can cut their ridiculous interviews. It's every element, everything you need to know. Like when you watch pro wrestling and you go, this is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. Where does a person even learn to do that? Every element is done in this performance center that WWE has. And it's an amazing thing to see because you also don't realize that, like, when a wrestler gets signed to a contract with WWE, he's in this performance center for months, if not